beautiful view of Talladega, Alabama, as it's the final NR night before we kick off Speed Weeks as a part of the 26th e-ticket event, the Florida 500. Hi, I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, saying hello and welcome on this Tuesday night edition of racing. 62 drivers joining in within, let's say, about 20 seconds when the session went live at 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central, to bring you all the great action on this late night of running. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. 3 races guaranteed tonight. We start with Talladega. We go to Bristol Dirt for the first time in a long time with the NASCAR Next Gens, following it up with another run after that. And that will be Xfinity Series at Homestead at Miami Speedway. 3 races guaranteed tonight. We hit 200 likes. We'll get round number 4. Once again, final night of NR before Speed Weeks kicks off. So what does that mean exactly, Speed Weeks, ahead of the 26th e-ticket event, the Florida 500? Well, pretty simple. This Friday we have the Clash, the NR Night in America Clash. And it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Currently seeing Jaden Rayner rip his way around the racing surface, top side of 3 and 4. Following the Clash on that Friday, it's planned to have the Battle of the Beach on Saturday. Last year, the Battle of the Beach was a huge event, community event at that was held on this YouTube channel. When we held it, Riker Byram went to victory lane. It was the ARCA Gen 4 at New Smyrna. That's going to be ran back. For the ones that are wondering where we're going to hold the Clash, it's not going to be out in LA. We're keeping the Florida theme. The Clash will be held at USA International Speedway. And before you say, well, why that track? Why that grassroots track in that area? USA International Speedway, for the ones that do know, holds a real close heart in this community. It's one of those tracks that really kicked off the high car count era in the summer of 2021. Many drivers have it, and we know we can get 62 drivers to join on in, have multiple heats to then have the feature event. So the Clash on Friday, grassroots racing again on Saturday. We take a break Monday because we're dueling next Tuesday, where 64 drivers now will have a shot at the field of 40. That's right, we went from 62 to 40 drivers. So much to get into, so much to talk about leading into the Florida 500. When we do have downtime, we'll update how the duels are going to work. We'll update how opportunities will come about. And it's going to be very exciting because not this Friday coming up, next Friday we do have the Florida 500. The excitement is through the roof on X. The excitement is through the roof on all platforms that we've been promoting the event on. And we're so glad to have so many great viewers. Who do you think is going to win the Florida 500? And we're so due for an underdog winner. Michael Mitchum is not an underdog. He wins in NR night all the time. And yes, he went out and got his first e-ticket win. But you got to go all the way back to Dean Brumman of 2023. That was summer in August, the last time we had an underdog winner in these e-tickets. Usually, if you win an e-ticket, you win all the time in NR. Does that change? I think so. I think the Florida 500, we're going to have an underdog winner. The duels are going to be fantastic. Under the lights, 2 races, 50 laps at LCQ, and a fan vote. We'll get into more of that in just a matter of moments. We're going to bring it to our studios quickly here in Nashville, Tennessee, doing a lighting test to make sure all is well, and very much all is well. Originally, we may be saying, where's the polo shirts? All of them are dirty. Been doing multiple segments and, things outside of YouTube where I needed my polo shirt. No polo shirt tonight, but I do have the Daytona 500 Guy Harvey shirt currently on. It's a little bit cold out here. Something we want to notice and talk about. I am planning on running or wearing more throwback NASCAR shirts for future broadcasts. I posted on X that I had all these classic NASCAR shirts. Mark Martin, the One Hot Night rebrand, had a Jeff Burton shirt on, and I wore it. I was like, oh, it doesn't fit right, doesn't look right. But as of this moment, we were able to quickly find the Guy Harvey shirt and say, yes, that's what we're going to be wearing. So exciting for the drivers that are getting ready for the 26th e-ticket event. So exciting for everyone else really just hanging out with us as we get ready to go green flag racing. Looking for some things, making sure the admins are in the chat below. Once again, 62 drivers getting ready to go toe-to-toe here at Daytona. Going to be a lot of fun. We're going to head back trackside. Once again, February 4th, Tuesday, that is the duels. followed by February 7th, that Friday night, we go green flag racing. 64 drivers going for 40 spots, 50 laps per duel, an LCQ and a fan vote. So much to look at and so much to wonder. Following the Florida 500, for the ones that have been able to see the 2025 e-ticket schedule, Lamar is after, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That's right, we're going 218. We found out in a quick test down the Mulsanne Straight. No chicanes either. There's no Daytona chicane. There's no, gimmicks to it. The second they get on that Mulsanne, it is flat out. We're going road course racing and super speedway racing at the same time. Come this March, you're going to want to see it. We'll be talking more about Lamar when we get closer. So, quick update once again for everyone wondering. Yes, final enter night before Speed Week starts, and it's a Florida Speed Weeks, where Friday, the Clash, which was in LA, will be moved to USA International, where we expect 62 drivers to compete for that community event. The Saturday after, no set time just yet. I'm going to make that very clear. No set time for when the Battle of the Beach will be, because it could be very late at night after NASCAR gets done at Bowman Gray, or it could even be in the afternoon. When was the last time we've done an afternoon stream on this channel? It's been forever. So we still plan on having the Battle of the Beach that Saturday. If things change, you'll know via Discord, or you will know on the social media sites like Instagram and X, where we do give you all updates. Field rolling off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Talladega. The first time we're going here in 2025 with the next gen. Duel number one, separated by everyone that everyone that qualified in the odd number positions. And that single car qualifying. Duel 2 will be separated by everyone that qualified in even number positions. And we'll be ready to set the field. Top 20 advance, no LCQ. The 20 that are in are the 20 that are in. We went caution-free from the duels at Atlanta to caution-free in the feature event at Atlanta. Does that carry over? You may be wondering. Getting ready to go racing down the backstretch. 31 drivers. Looking at some names: Armstrong, Bianco, McLaughlin, Bomar. If you haven't already, go ahead and join the Discord. Link to that is now in the live chat. It'll be spammed multiple times. 200 likes, we'll get race number 4. Where do you guys want to go? Pretty cutthroat night. We start with super speedway racing, go dirt racing. Intermediates down in Homestead, Miami Speedway. All exciting, all fun. It's the moment you've been waiting for to set the field in round one. Beautiful crowd on hand on this Tuesday. Who do you think is going to win the Florida 500? That is a topic we've been talking about. Do we finally see the underdogs get it done? Joseph Armstrong will be piloting his number 81 for the event. New number this year for him as well. Field sized up 2x2. Pace car makes a hard left on the pit road. And let's ride just one more time from Talladega. Toyota on the outside. Bianco and his Chevrolet are tucked down low as we light the fuse into one. Inside lane, outside lane, no advantage as they carry to turn 2. You see 3 wide just for the matter of a moment. That's Yahir Rodriguez stuck in the middle. He has Will Shack to his inside as James Bomar shoves the fellow Toyota to turn 3. Jeff Perchatsky is becoming a household name. Every single week he's getting quicker and quicker. Back up inside the top 5 for his respected duel. Top end getting a shove from behind. That may be Zenderbomb. Armstrong won't get any pressure from behind, and James Bomar, he'll lead lap 1. You see who those 31 drivers are. Left side of your screen will be the top 20. Once the checkered flag waves and the first 20 positions are locked in, those are the drivers that will be racing for 40 laps in the feature. So you look at Donskoy, you look at Baez, Rodriguez, that's the red zone. Crawl, kind of in the zone where you could be in trouble, you could not be in trouble. Frank DeAngelis, already 3 wide middle, he's picking up Rodriguez. He looks to be picking up one other, that will be Yaroslav Donskoy. And quickly the 2x2 train has now been 3 at rest, maybe 6 or 7 rows deep, as Bianco takes charge in lane 2. The shuffling, the swing, the racing is hot on this Tuesday night edition. McLaughlin led that one downstairs. And he's one of the guys that believes he should have been in the e-ticket event. He should have been in the Florida 500. And rightfully so. It was close. It was coming down between him or Chad Thurquist. Thurquist got the final spot to make it 64, guys. McLaughlin's got something to prove. He wins tonight. He should be a sure lock come Le Mans. And if he does well at Le Mans, he does well in the Southern 500, both being e-ticket events. By the time the Alabama 500 comes around and that huge influx of machines say, I want to be a part of it, Nathan McLaughlin will be at the top of his list. William Schmitz in the middle. I've not seen James Bomar break away from the Joseph Armstrong machine, but he will now be tucked 2x2. McLaughlin will get it. Show up to the outside, and there goes Bomar. Right around to the center of the field, and the caution will wave. Donskoy's in it. Same with Champagne, same with Ortiz. As the field becomes littered in turn 1. First thing you question, was it a bad block by the 81? And that took out a lot of machines. Easily over 11 now with damage. The question comes to, can it be fixed? Yair Rodriguez, heavy left front damage. Originally an open wheel specialist, driving the number 5 in the Indiana 500. Will be in the Florida 500. Does plan on joining us for a good bit of speed weeks. But not the start he wanted to this stream. See, he'll bring it onto pit road. Let's go see what happened. Best view as you drop it back. There's Armstrong 81, James Bomar in the 20. We've mentioned it multiple times. The next gen produces the energy of a run that you usually don't really see in person with this car. And yeah, I mean, Armstrong, would you say he completed the block? I mean, he's getting there, he's getting there, he's getting there. He didn't commit right away. By the time he shuts the door, Bomar's at full head of steam and makes contact with the rear. Frank DeAngelis catches the left rear of the 20, and everyone else is just along for the ride. Always a good look there from the drone shot, and that's all in the 81. Joseph Armstrong will be given an L1 penalty for his block to start this one. He'll drop to the tail end of the field, which leaves McLaughlin, Wilkerson, Baez, and Bianco as the new Fast Four. 5 laps to go in duel number 1. We'll have duel 2 just at the end of this. As the crowd continues to file on in, we say hello and welcome once again the final night of NR before Speed Week starts, and we'll be going all around Florida. We'll start in Central Florida, that is Lakeland, with USA International. That will be our clash on the Friday night. The day after, it is planned to have the Battle of the Beach at New Smyrna Speedway in the ARCA Gen 4. That could change depending on what the schedule is looking like for the NASCAR Cup Series and everything going on at Bowman Gray Stadium. Worst case scenario, it gets moved to a Monday night or even later that Saturday evening. Continue to keep an eye on us and follow us on Instagram and on Twitter. Should we say even X? Look up my name, Jonathan Ramos, or at IDK Player. We'll continue to give you all the updates as time goes on. Join the Discord as well. In announcements, we always give updates on what's going on with NR9 in America. Next Tuesday, the duels at Daytona will take place, where 64 drivers will compete for just 40 spots. It's going to be a lot of fun. The duels will be set up this year a little bit different than years past. We want more time to talk with drivers at the end of one duel to the other, so there's going to be 2 separate sessions. Because there is 2 separate sessions, that's where it gets really exciting. Drivers will be put in their respective positions based on what duel they want to sign up for. Tomorrow, a sign-up sheet will go out to all Florida 500 drivers where they get to choose Duel 1 or Duel 2. This is because multiple drivers have come forward saying it's going to be close if they can join the session due to work. For the ones that have been watching for a while, the drivers have grown up with NR. 3 years, 4 years, working on a very great bit. And some of them have work late, college late, every year. Classes change, times change. So because of that, drivers can pick if they want to be in Duel 1 or Duel 2. This is also great for the drivers that need to go to bed early. We still will have an LCQ. Where you start in Duel 1 or Duel 2 for the Florida 500, this is where it gets really creative. Depends on how many wins you have in NR Night in America. So if you have the most wins in NR, you'll be starting up front. If you have the least amount of wins, you'll be starting towards the back. And tonight we found out there's about 20 drivers that are in the Florida 500 field. Then if they get just 1 win, not counting the duels, they will go ahead and jump up dramatically. Look at Nathan Dew. Dew has 1 win, that's the LCQ. Currently speaking, out of all 64 drivers, he would be around 61st from what we found out. So, what if Nathan Dew wins? He throttles himself up into the 40s. So, 1 win tonight can make the difference between starting deep in a duel, middle of the pack, or right up front. Pretty cool. I think it's a pretty interesting concept that has been given forward to us. I know a lot of drivers really start talking about it, and winning tonight could mean the difference between making an e-ticket or watching at home come Friday evening. Nice way to work with some things, including due to the high driver demand. 64 drivers now racing for 40 spots, and LCQ still up for grabs. A fan vote as well. The winner of the LCQ gets locked in. A fan vote at the end of the LCQ for the drivers that missed will be put as a poll in the live chat. Cannot wait for next Tuesday. I'm telling you, you're going to want to watch the Florida 500 duels at Daytona, because it's going to be one heck of a treat. Okay, 3 laps to go here at Talladega. Toyota on the outside, Chevrolet on the bottom. That's Nathan McLaughlin in the Flow Racing Chevy versus the SCP Toyota of Jacob Wilkerson. Roll the dice. Once more from Talladega. Drivers heading home: Yahir Rodriguez, James Bomar, Joshua Halford will not make the show. Just saw Justin Champagne drop to the bottom, hoping for a big wreck to maybe squeeze inside the top 20. McLaughlin quickly top of the racetrack. He's got Jackson Byes behind Jacob Wilkerson. Bianco Andres. Tobias Matheson in 6th. 200 likes will get round number 4. 2 more laps and we get to see who's going to be starting on the inside lane in their respected rows. Berchatsky to 17th, Donskoy to 20th. And what's great about Yaroslav, it is currently 4 a.m. over where he is. Actually make it 4:20 from when we started this stream. He is just barely in there in 20th behind. What do you have? Miles Davis, Chase Squall, trying to see if they can make their way through. Deeper in the field, Mateo Ortiz going around. Byes and Wilkerson. Bianco and Andres. Will thunder off turn 4 into the tri-oval to make this race official. Salamanca, 1 to go in duel 1. Heath Ingram a shot, around goes to 16. That's Zachariah Cartledge. Drops outside the top 20. Single file, first 5 or 6 positions. DeAngelis made a move. Will Shack made a move as well. To the bottom of the racetrack. Slingshot Wilkerson downstairs. McLaughlin can't cover. The finish of duel 1. Maximilian Bianco tries to cut him through, but won't be able to do it. Jacob Wilkerson victorious. Armstrong 3rd, Jackson Bice comes home 4th. Owen Zenderbaum, the final driver to transfer in. Yaroslav Donskoy, Derek Turner, Patrick Connell, and Chase Crawl will not race in the feature. First duel in the books. Everyone else gets to collect their breath as they get ready to grid up here in just a matter of moments for duel number 2. You knew it was going to be a little exciting. You knew it was going to be wild, maybe a little dramatic, but you saw it there. Jacob Wilkerson, race fans, will be leading us to green at Talladega. Justin Champagne, Bryson Bird. Champagne will finish 25th. Mateo Ortiz will not finish this race. Zach Bryan hanging out with us. Everyone else watching back at home. Kyler Wynn will lead us to green at Talladega in duel number 2. Skyler Comstock will be driving the number 26 for the e-ticket. Gavin Austin, Aiden Walker. Ready to line up 2 by 2. Two steam there for Kyler Wynn in his 82. Ben Trugman. Left side of your screen, you see it. Once again to all the viewers hanging out with us tonight. Absolutely having fun with everything going on. Who do you think's going to win the Clash? Gavin Austin won the Clash last year by transferring through the LCQ. Riker Byram won the Battle of the Beach. To everyone's shock, Daniel Mosteller picked up his first e-ticket win. Speed Weeks last year was intense. Will it be just as intense this year? I'm willing to bet that we're going to get an underdog winner for the 4 to 500. And let's ask you down below, who do you think has the best odds of winning the 4 to 500? A veteran or an underdog? Last underdog winner, Dean Brummett, 2023 NWP 400. That's what's great about e-tickets. You know the best of the best are going to go out. They're going to show up, they're going to show out, they're going to do great things, and they're going to win. But does that change? Maybe a Nate Dew? I know that sounds crazy to think. A Nathan Dew? I mean, he won an LCQ, but winning an e-ticket event, Carlos Truther's won a couple times, but not as often. I'd say Frank Orley is a veteran. He is an e-ticket champion. He won the first ever one. You start realizing, man, some of these drivers really have what it takes to show up and show out. Wynn, Comstock, Austin, Walker, Beck, Carr, Drugman, Contreras, Gregory, Murphy, and the rest of the machines. That will be on the left side of your screen. 31 drivers for duel number 2, top 20 advance. New schemes, new numbers, but same great NR. Let's light the fuse in duel 2 at Talladega. Stock leading turn 3 wide, Kyler Wynn picks up Elodon Contreras, and as quickly as they are, 3 by 3 make it 6 or 7 rows deep. I would add more to that, maybe 8. Contreras looks top, Wynn puts him in a bind. 4 wide it was, that was just for the second position. Sanders is right smack in the middle. He's got Sean Rowe, he's got Max Steinmeier behind him. Deeper in this field, Lasky, Shaver, Max Swearengin currently in, but on the hot seat. And the Chick-fil-A 15. Win back to 6, Michael Gregory up to 4th. And Jackson Carr now sits in the 2nd spot. That's going to be fun to watch in there, P3. Talladega is alive. These drivers are electric. They know what's on the line. They know what they're looking forward to. As you see, Elodon Contreras quickly stuck 4 wide, and nobody's going to work with him. Skyler Comstock, he was one of the talking points. Is he ready for an e-ticket? Is he ready to compete on the biggest stage of this community? Puts a swipe on Drugman. And that 18 says not going to happen. And Drugman, new race leader, help from Wynn. Now Wynn challenges for the top spot. That's with Michael Gregory in 12. Two by 2. What's it going to be? 8 to go, 7 to go. Kyler Wynn will very easily get him at the line. Walker will drop back to 4. Jackson Carr to 5th. Now Wynn gets shoved out of the way as Michael Gregory thunders top of the board at Dega. And he'll have help from Aiden Walker. Sean Rowe topside. Gavin Austin up there as well. How quickly they just get in line. Daniel Murphy back there in 4th. And he's still got 6 laps to go. Usually by 6 to go, you say, hey, you're running out of time. For the feature event, when you got 40-something cars out there, yes, that is true. But when you're going for the top 20, you have time. You have time to think. You're in the top 10, you're doing well. You're in the top 8, you're doing well. Just don't ruin it for yourself. Nathan Dew stuck in a jam. Still 4 wide they are. That's for 11th, maybe even 12th. And they'll quickly fall back to 17th. How they did it wreck, I don't think anybody will know. And the Dew crew's got to get it together. Sean Rowe gets a swipe. Saves it, doesn't keep it from going around. Man, Duel 2 is electric. Walker to 4, Kyler Wynn. Inches top of the racetrack. And we'll catch aim from Aiden Walker. It's PBR on the inside. Michael Gregory, Eladon Contreras. As their team owner, Zach Tondra, watches back at home, saying, we've seen this before, now execute. Oh, Gregory into the outside wall. That's with Eladon Contreras. They pick up two, Kevin Champagne and others, and it will bring the caution out with 5 laps to go. The leaders come together. Oh, man. And you saw it live. The hesitation moved, didn't realize wind was to the bottom. And the PBR implosion. As they will not make the field. Damage on Kevin Champagne. What about Lane Sanders? What a hit. There's Eladon, Michael Gregory already out of the car. William Johnson, and Eladon's one of those guys. He's in the e-ticket. He needs to win tonight. He needs a better starting spot consistently. If he starts up front, he's usually in a great position. We just saw that right front. All code in. The driver from the Northeast. 4 to go, 3 to go. We'll head to overtime for a 2-lap dash. Look at the right front again. And that thing is new. Mikey G. What could have been, we'll watch here in the drone shot. Those two got a great move to the outside. Here comes Win with Walker. The Chevrolet's on the bottom. Man. Nathan New, wrong place, wrong time. Kevin Champagne, wrong place, wrong time. Watch again, we'll slow it down for you. Win Walker inside. Mikey goes down. Eladon plans on going down with him. And actually, from this angle, it looks like Gregory does level out. And then Eladon comes down and clips him in the right rear. One-time e-ticket champion, 2005 Daytona 500. Involved in a wreck with the final moments of Duel 2. We look to pit road. Kevin Champagne is in. Nathan Dew is in. Van Drugman is in as well. Same with Jackson Carr. As the drivers will continue to make their way down the backstretch. Things got wild and wild in a hurry. Let's talk to Mikey G. Gregory, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Man, couple laps. Just needed a couple more laps for yourself. And Eladon, was it a miscommunication? Was it just one misstep? What happened?
Yeah, that was just me making a mistake, and that cost me and my teammates. But yeah, simple mistake. I went low thinking I was going to block the win, and that run was just too quick, and me and Contreras kind of got connected.
Very unfortunate. But the good news is you're in the 4 to 500, driving that number 45. Did it drop yet? Did they make the paint scheme?
I have not checked, so I'll get back to you on that. But yeah, I'm excited to drive the 45 and 4 to 500.
It's going to be fun to see that all go down. Can't forget, you are an e-ticket winner, and it's been a while since we've seen an underdog winner. But when you won the e-ticket, you were an underdog. You're still considered an underdog, the driver from South Carolina. And PBR's got a stout lineup. Now that you know you'll have to be choosing Duel 1 or Duel 2, how are you going to try to work your way to the main show?
Yeah, I think PBR, a lot of us are going to try to get Duel 1 together, hoping that works out that way. We'll probably work a little bit more on our communication skills so we don't end up young. But definitely going to be excited to race our way in and do everything we can to go and eventually win the 4 to 500.
All right, Speed Week starting this Friday. No more NR until the end of the e-ticket event. Michael Gregory, good luck there.
Thanks, John.
He's going to have an absolute blast. Let's talk to Eladon Contreras. Contreras, you're not out of it, but the odds are not in your favor. Unfortunate situation. What happened from your view?
Yeah, so me and Mikey were in the same call. We got clear of the field by like 5/10, and I told him to go to the wall because that's where the run was coming. I think it was 82 or something. So I was like, all right, go wall. And then the guy behind me with the big run, he just went bottom. So at that point, I told Mikey to stay cool or stay high. Tried to block the bottom. Tried to block the bottom. He couldn't get there in time, came back up, and clipped me. And that's what started the record. We're still in this somewhat. We just need a big one tap and a climbing tap.
You got to think about it. One win, and you could go way up the dual rankings on where you'll be starting tonight. Are you looking to get that one win and maybe see what you can do?
Yeah, that's the goal is always to win, but I feel like that's like like if I win, that gets me to 4 wins. So I guess that puts me up the batting warrior. So I guess I'll be good.
All right, it'll be fun to see come speed weeks. Eladon Contreras, good luck for the rest of the night. Pace truck make the hard left on the pit road. 3 to go will be 2 laps to go. Once again, an overtime attempt in a duel. We had an overtime in duel 1. Same here in duel number 2. Pace truck down and off, and field lines up 2 by 2 just once more. This will be a sunset race at Talladega, as the sun is already dipping behind all out west. Matt Green. Walker. Tucked in on the inside, that's for Sean Rowe. Daniel Murphy, Kyler Wynn. Gavin Austin on the outside, a lot of daylight to the machine in front of him. Picks it up. Wynn's gonna make it as wide as he can. Not to make the show, but to win the race. Jumps topside, son of a gun. 1 to go from Talladega. And nobody goes with the 82. Walker underneath, shoved by Sean Rowe. The fight for the transfer spot, David Johnson, William Johnson, Juan Cobbs, and Sierra Clampert. Murphy clears to the inside. And can Gavin Austin make that move? Looks inside, looks outside. Can't make a move, they're wrecking deeper in the field. Daniel Murphy. Did he get it, or did Austin steal it? He did! Gavin Austin, by 3/1000ths of a second, wins Duel 2 at Talladega. Nathan Dew's in the show, Whitney Jones as well. Kyler Wynn, Cortines, Lane Sanders, wrecked out just about 200 yards from the finish. And just when you thought Murphy had it won by that much, it was Austin going to victory lane. Unbelievable. Insane watch back, and hopefully we can watch back without a stoppage. Slow it down all the way to the line. That's the finish to Duel 2 at Talladega. Get the screenshot out. Unbelievable stuff. and an unbelievable finish. That's why you always look forward to NR Night in America. Never know what you're gonna get, but when you do get it, you get excited about it. It's a Chevy Toyota front row. Wilkerson, Austin, Bianco, Murphy, the Fast Four, and we get ready for the feature. Left side of your screen, you'll see all 40 drivers who have made it in. We'll be ready to go green. Damian Vega is in, Jaden Reyna, Sierra Clampert snuck through. Nathan Dew just by what felt like a spot, maybe two. Fortinez, Zenderbaum, and Kyler Wynn was the final one to make the show as we'll get ready to go. Time to go green.
I wish I didn't, but I do. Remember every moment on the nights with you.
Time to go green. Two by two, down into turn two. Let's get ready to go green.
We're having an all-night revival. Some call it winning and some will steal the Bible.
Time to ride.
Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the bottle.
Toyota, Chevy, Ford, Chevrolet. All lined in and ready to go.
Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the bottle. We're having all-night.
Ready to blow your mind just one more time. This field is electric, full of drivers that want to find victory lane just as much as the one to their left or maybe their right. Pace Truck makes a hard left on the pit road as it's showtime from Talladega. "40 laps of thunder in this feature event. Crowd on their feet just one more time. You'll never find anything like NR Night in America, so enjoy it as we light the fuse from Talladega." No one breaking out of line. Now down to Joseph Armstrong. First one to bail and trying to find the bunker. Max Steinmeier will pick up Gavin Austin on the inside. Jacob Wilkerson, his time on the throne, short-lived, as Austin's back toe-to-toe with Daniel Murphy. Walker top end, he picks up Sean Rowe. Jackson Byes behind them. Chevrolet will lead lap one. Aiden Walker brings him back to turn one. Left side of your screen, going through all the drivers currently racing, from the leader of Daniel Murphy to the caboose of this field, currently that of Ashton Netto and Owen Zenderbaum. Rush hour it is down the Alabama gang super stretch, 2x2, 3x3. With spotted movements in the middle, you see Frank DeAngelis. You may see the Devin Schmeeker machine trying to work his way up. Up in the middle, right through the thick of it, looks to be Nathan McLaughlin. As all chase Sean Rowe back to the chute and into the trial bit. Row leads. And this big Toyota is going to continue to talk about him. Frank DeAngelis, outside lane. He's going to leave a mark in the back of the SKS driver. Nathan Walker's another one that everyone says, hey, when are you going to win one, right? When are you going to win an e-ticket? Multiple wins in NRA. America, when is it your time? Jackson Mize quickly out of line. As the sun sets out west from Talladega, the track's going to cool off. The temperatures are going to drop. And that means one thing. The speeds will be higher than it's been all stream. Walker to the middle. He has Sean Rowe. He has Frank DeAngelis. Gavin Austin may have led that lap. Aiden Walker was dang close as the Chevrolets are 2x2 back to 1-2. Kevin Champagne, we didn't know if he was going to make the show after that dual 2 crash. But he's not going to wait around in the back for very much longer. Off the 12, we're currently working his way through the field, started 28th. Aiden Walker will be right back to the bottom. So Schmeeker in the middle, he's got the Ford. Bianco the outside, he's a Chevrolet. Bianco did not sign up for the Florida 500, so will not be a part of the 26 e-ticket event, but certainly get a nice little following throughout the community. Aiden Walker is now to the inside lane. He's with Gavin Austin as Austin continues to shove back to 1 and 2. And the outside lane is starting to form that conga line. Join in while you can, and I don't think Daniel Murphy will get there in time. It's beautiful. Rush hour. Everyone trying to find their buddy, hang out with them, racing as hard as they can. You got tandem drafting, slam drafting, 2x2, freight train racing, 3 wide. We've peaked 4 wide already, and we've been, 4 laps into this race, coming up to 35 laps to go. I mean, these drivers have just been, trouble! Outside wall goes that of Jeff Perchatsky, and he'll take 2 or 3 machines along with him, with now others scattering deeper in the field. Caution will wave just at the 35 to go mark. Damian Vega got a piece of it. Kyler Wynn, you see him turned around backwards. Not be a caution-free feature like we saw at Atlanta just last stream. Quickly under the yellow. Drivers quickly will be forced to pit road. Fun times for the ones that got through it. For the others, it's not going to be what they wanted. They waited around for just about an hour to get to this opportunity, and a calamity striking early. We're going to be looking at, I believe that is Albertson, Cameron Albertson in the 07. Did he get a piece of it? Oh, they missed the all-star. Perchatsky, 48. Was late to check up to that of Jacob Wilkerson. Almost looked like Perchatsky wanted to slam draft him, maybe give him a shove. And Max Steinmeier was all over the back end of that 48. So right into the outside wall. Baumstock got a piece of it. Look at Will Schack. Not done yet. Might as well just come to a complete stop. Let's right on board. Got to see it really all unfold. Caution is out for the first time in the feature. Currently no one out of the race. Now there is. Kyler Wynn will be the first one to exit the facility. It looks like he will be done for the night. Going to Super Speedway Merchant as a part of this community. Bianco, Wilkerson, Murphy, and Dew will be the Fast Four as they'll all get ready to gear up for a restart. Well, times are interesting for a lot of these drivers that are trying to put it all in the middle. How about Jacob Wilkerson? Let's talk with him. Wilkerson, John Ramos, you got a copy.
What's up, man?
All right. Hey, there's a lot of energy out here. You know, a lot of drivers trying different things that no one seemed to be sticking to a pattern. You try to get that outside lane formed up. Caution comes out. What's the game plan for the next 34, 33 laps?
I just want to survive. That's all I just got to say. Try to get with my PBR teammates as soon as possible, and we'll try and work together and just stay up front. And yeah, I'm sure we'll get multiple yellows this race. Just hopefully these guys clean it up. It's really no point to race this hard for a 40-lap race, and we're only 7 laps in. So yeah.
It's very unfortunate that there's situations like that, drivers racing as hard as they are. You're sitting in second, but that's the thing about this aero package. I mean, it produces a lot of energy, and I know the next gen with our races in person, a lot of drag, right? It seems like there is no drag in the car on iRacing.
Yeah, like the package compared to real life is just way different. I feel like a bunch of people hate the super speedway package in real life, but it's fun to drive on the simulator on iRacing. So yeah, that's just, yeah.
It's an unfortunate standpoint. All right, we're going to get ready for the restart here. You don't have your teammates up there. How important is teammates, at least in this early portion of the race, compared to what it is later on?
Just like, if we're near each other, at least towards the end of the race, we have better chances of winning, of course. But like right now, I don't really care that they're near me. Right now it's too early in the race, but like final 15 laps is when I want to be around them.
Fun to see lights coming off this time by. Good luck. That's Jacob Wilkerson, another PBR driver ready to go back to battle. Everyone else back lined up 2 by 2 by 2, and that's how they're going to be as we get ready to enter back through the restart zone. Fun start to the feature. Opportunity to catch your breath before the restart. Lasky, what a move, up to 5th. DeAngelis up to 6th. Whitney Jones up to 9th. McLaughlin up to 10th. Sierra Clamper, Gavin Austin, Kevin Champagne, Devin Schminker, and others. 2 by 2 as they get ready to go back hard on the throttle in turn 1. Time to go green. Ace car on left with Frank DeAngelis in 69 and Andres Vadas. We'll pull up the pit road. Not sure why. Has everyone scratching their head. Matt Green from Talladega. Helped by Dew will get a car length, maybe a car length and a half of an advantage down the Alabama gang super stretch, but can they form that super line inches off the outside retaining wall? Oh, Bianco up and into the air, they scatter as they enter the tri-oval. Gavin Austin involved, Jacob Wilkerson as well. And the caution will wave again. The damage on the Dew 21. I don't think he can see. Man. And just like that, we're back over the yellow. Should be able to get to pit road, but may need some help. That car is salvageable. It's not done yet. Man, oh man, what a crash. Let's watch back here. Bianco, Daniel Murphy. And it's just not a good clear there by the 36. And it involved just about everyone. Will Shack again? Does he avoid another? No, Josh got a piece of it with the right front. Always tough and just got the left rear of the 07. Well, Kevin Champagne, I expect him to have a great view of this one. He is riding in 14th. Check out, he was riding up front currently in the 14th position. Man. About Jackson Buys. Buys on pit road, so as others. We're hearing Perchatsky, Bianco, and Jaden Reyna out of the race, as well as Kyler Wynn. So just roughly about 38 drivers left racing, but another caution strikes this time, leaving us under the yellow with 30 laps to go. Another opportunity to speak with some guys. Let's talk with Will Shack. Shack, John Ramos. Man, oh man, have you had a lot of wrecks just in front of you today?
It's been terrifying out here. Like, everything's right in front of me. Made it through, luckily, but hoping I can keep that luck for the rest of the night.
Heck yeah, we very much hope so as well. Those schemes that have been made for the 4 to 500 are beautiful. Yours is amazing with that whole 31. Can't miss it out there, and that's what one of the goals were of making those schemes. Hey, have it stand out. You made it stand out. How did you come up with that design?
So, this game is a bit of a callback first to what I used to run. I used to run a bunch of Mountain Dew cars before, I don't know, just we started running monster stuff, but back to Mountain Dew, and nothing goes to the Baja Blast or Taco Bell, so here we are. Pops, like bright colors. Like that's what I associate with Taco Bell, with bright colors, so it works great.
Fun to see if you can find a win tonight. Heading into the duels, heading into Speed Weeks. What are you most looking forward to out of all the Speed Weeks? The Clash at USA, New Smyrna, the duels, or the main event of the 4 to 500?
I'm really looking forward to the main event. That's like always looking forward to running the 500 every year on iRacing. A whole lot of fun.
Chevy Ford, that's the front row. Ford Toyota back in row number 2. You got Ford Chevrolet in row number 3. All right, you got some work to do to get on up there. The sun is setting. It should be pink skies by checkered flag. Good luck out there. Thank you. And that is Will Shack. Continue to check in. You know, let's ask Frank DeAngelis on why he made that move. Frank, I mean, it's like you put your life savings on the number 3 of roulette, and you said, yup, this is going to hit this time. And oh boy, did you cash out. What were you and Andres thinking of coming in?
My disciple Andreas followed me.
He said, I'll put my life savings on 3 as well.
I did. I mean, I did it again. I just took a quick look at the top 5. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for another red one to strike. So I'm gonna chill in the back until that happens. But that was really funny. I didn't actually expect them to wreck, but as soon as I heard wrecking front stretch, we just started all laughing.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens next. Big move for you, or how are you gonna race the rest of this event?
Definitely gonna be more aggressive than I usually am. I'm gonna try to get up front by at least halfway here.
Let's see what you can do. All right, gonna be awesome to see how it all goes down. Good luck. And that is Frank DeAngelis. 2x2. Now Whitney Jones leads us to green with Joey back, Matheson and Drummond. P6, Keith Ingram, P7. 2x2 is turned to 3 wide, and they're already starting to scatter and trying to find their guys. Wrecking deeper in the field. But out of harm's way, Joseph Armstrong will come off turn 4 into the tri-oval, the race leader from the outside lane. Zenderbomb, Davis, Hall, Wilkerson, Schnettel up to 11th, will Shack back to 13th. All chasing and wondering where their opportunity is going to strike. Starting to see some guys already scatter outside of the main group. Rewind, Kevin Champagne. You see him towards the top half of the racetrack back in 19th. Quickly working his way up the field. Look at that slingshot up 3 wide. Absolutely shining bright in turn 2. And it looks like a nuclear bomb went off with how bright it is out there. Armstrong, Drummond, Johnson, Beck. That's the top 4. Champagne, Walker, Ingram, Zenderbomb. And don't look any further than that of William Schmidt. The closer is on the scene with 26 coming to 25 to go. Toyota on Toyota. And Drugman will lead that one. Schmidt up there in 5th. Joey Beck up there in 6th. 3 wide, Nathan McLaughlin. We got a helping hand. That's from Jacob Wilkerson. Kevin Schmeeker off the racing surface to the bottom. See that 3 wide, nearly 4 wide. Kevin Champagne, we were on board with him in 19th just about a lap or 2 ago. He now leads at Talladega. And will slam the door in front of the Armstrong 81. .24 to go. Everyone just trying to find a rhythm that they can work with, find a rhythm that can just ride in their sights. Armstrong bottom. Oh, Joey Beck is there. Does Joe save it? He does! What a save by the 81. He was looking straight to the outside wall and will bleed back in line, give it the 11th position. Oh my goodness. Should have been wrecked out. Then should have lost the draft. And with 23 laps to go, he's still very much in it. Beck, Walker, Ingram, Albertson. And there's the 81, catching the breath just for the moment. As you can't just sit around and think about what just happened. You gotta go. Okay, the next moment is happening, and it's right in front of you in real time. Clock doesn't stop for a replay. But man, oh man, Joseph Armstrong, absolutely ridiculous. We expect to see that. Not this Friday coming up, but the Friday after for the Florida 500. Absolutely determined to win an e-ticket event ever since the 2023 NWP 400. The energy out of Joe to win the e-ticket has fallen off. He did so well in the duels leading up to that NWP 400. He was doing great up front in the main event. But remember, that was the Gen 6 with the old damage model. And what happened? Andrew Cooney caught the back end of him, turned him into the outside wall, and by lap 10, Joseph Armstrong was out of an event that everyone expected him to win. Now the energy is different. He's back in a green machine. He's got a brand new number. He's already 3 wide up the middle for the final night of Enter Night before Speed Weeks kicks off this Friday. And he has been absolutely on a tear. Or should we say the racing of Speed Weeks. Speed Weeks as in testing it has actually been going on for just a couple of weeks now. But the racing portion of it this Friday, the Clash at USA International Speedway, followed by the Saturday edition at New Smyrna Speedway for the Battle of the Beach. And then we're on to the high banks at the World Center of Racing. That Tuesday for the duels, and then that Friday for the main event. 3x3, this is Talladega. This is NR Night in America. Don't you look away, because you don't know when that next big thing may happen. Jacob Wilkerson, Kevin Champagne, they're 2 apiece, and they're going to quickly try to split the group, as I believe Daniel Murphy tried to go top side to work with the 94. Won't happen. 3 wide, 4 wide. You're looking at 5 wide just for a matter of moments. Car drops all the way back, that in lane and gentry. Wilkerson had to get out of line. I was worried if his engine was on the verge of collapsing. A quick switch up will put him in that 3rd position. And Drugman. There in 4th, looking for a move underneath Murphy. Davis Johnson buys Matheson. Matheson up to that 8th position. Jacob Wilkerson will quickly fall in line with Joseph Armstrong. There's Nathan Dew back on the racetrack. You saw him bottom of the screen as 3x3 has once again quickly commenced. This time Kevin Champagne is going to bring notables. Wolshak with him, Keith Ingram, and others that just want to get up to the race lead. And we knew at some point that outside lane was going to get into this train formation. Now, did we expect it this late? I don't think anyone did, but we knew it was going to happen at some point. This aero package on iRacing Chef's Kiss. You can go 2x2, 3x3, 4x4. Brace if you see 5Y. Training 2x2, single file, tandem drafting, slam drafting, you have it all. Everything you've seen from NASCAR just within the last 20 or 30 years is on full display as we got one spinning in the grass. That would be not William Johnson, but actually that of Van Drugman, who is up front. But his single car spin is not enough to bring out the yellow. For the newcomers, we say hello and welcome. For the ones just tuning in, crunch time, 18 coming to 17 laps to go. Armstrong, Murphy, Wilkerson, Miles Davis riding along up there in fourth. Mize back to fifth, Matheson in seventh, Jaden Baker on the scene to the inside. Can he grab his first NR win? And look at this poll. I asked, who has the best odds of winning the Florida 500, a veteran or an underdog? 51% of you are saying a veteran is going to victory lane. And I know how much want that underdog feel-good story, but the vets hold so much power in e-tickets, it just makes sense. Kevin Champagne leads. Won in Atlanta just last Friday. 200 likes, race fans, once again, 200 likes. You will see round number 4, and you, the viewers, get to vote with about 10, 9, 8 laps to go. If it is that wild finish, keep spamming and getting crazy in the live chat. It may turn into a segment on a social media post where we have the live chat and what's going on currently on the screen. Right now, it's Kevin Champagne leading. It's Daniel Murphy in second and Joey Beck holding on in the third position. But you got Connor Murphy, you have Miles Davis. You can't look away from the fact that Jackson Mize is back on the scene. And hey, howdy, hey, Joseph Armstrong is back. He sneaks to the bottom and will take the race lead at turn 4. Wilkerson will jump up top with him. Ricky finds his way back to the bottom. Nowhere to go for Kevin Champagne. Joe read him like a book. And the bottle will stay corked as Champagne drops way back outside the top 10. 40 entered, 31 still racing. Sun setting, laps fading. And what you have at the front of the field is a mixed bag of veterans and underdogs trying to win right before Speed Weeks commences at USA. Joe's on a mission. It just seems like he's going to take no prisoners. Whatever it takes for him to go to victory lane, that's what he's going to roll with. Aiden Walker, 14 to go. Albertson. Welcome to third. He's got Will Shack behind him. Spinning, wrecking deeper in the field. That looks to be Joey Beck. That looks to be others like Gavin Austin. And it will bring out the caution with 14 laps to go. Feeling victories all year long. If you're just joining in, a late caution will bring the field to a rest just for a matter of moments. Joey Beck, William Schmidt, all collected and slamming the inside barrier. Man, oh man, did they just all wrong place, wrong time. Watch again. This actually happened in front of the Gavin Austin machine. Wow, net code, and we haven't seen about 3 or 5 feet of it in a while. And that's what collected them all. Kevin Champagne found his way through. Schmidt. Watch how far apart the netcode is. Both 77 machines, and forget 5 feet. That looks to be 20 feet of netcode. Be a little nicer, maybe save 15, but it's going to change things up in a hurry. Money stop time. Wilkerson, Walker, Albertson, they all stay out. Others coming on in. That's Baker, that's Schmidt, that's Juan Combs and others. That's 12 laps to go. It's currently the scene. Man, oh man, it's going to be something in the finish. I'm excited to see how this one ends. Last super speedway race before we really get things into gear. You're going to want to watch the NR Night in America Clash. That will be this Friday night, 8 Eastern, 7 Central. 62 drivers will be going for just a handful of spots. And then we have the Battle of the Beach, which is currently planned for the next day, pending any changes. Duels a week from today for the Florida 500, and then a week from Friday will be the 26 e-ticket event, the Florida 500. You're going to want to be there. You're going to want to see it. A lot of drivers that you saw compete tonight will be doing what they can Tuesday to make that show. Winning an e-ticket is like none other. And oh boy, are these guys just head over heels for it. We wait, we see as of now. We'll get the one to go. We are hearing this time by Nathan Dew down pit road. He needed a caution. Should be back on the lead lap 29. Landon Gentry will be back. Connor Murphy damage. Same with that of Joey back. Gavin Austin is in as well. Who plans on watching the Florida 500? February 7th. I know you've all seen those promos on X, on Twitter. The excitement is high. The energy is high. Once again, 200 likes, we will see race number 4. You, the viewers, get to vote. 240 votes. Veteran underdog. And currently, it's veterans taking that top spot. Lights out on top of the pace car. It's going to be now or never. A 10-lap shootout to see who goes to victory lane. Who do you have? Listen back in Duel 2, I said Zach Tondrev watching back at home saying, we've been in this position before, time to execute. His two drivers ended up in a wreck. Now he has another fellow driver, Jacob Wilkerson, the PBR machine, with the same motive. You've been here before, execute. Top 20, left side of your screen. Chevy, Toyota, Wilkerson, Walker. 10 laps, sun setting, and what the rest of the field has to offer behind the top two. Green once more from Talladega. Shaq. Aiden Walker. Quick to the 8 of the 43. Keith Ingram's up top as well. Frank DeAngelis. Where did he come from? Picks up Kevin Champagne. Will Shaq has seen it all. From his selected duel to the future event, every wreck has been just off the nose of the 31. Now he wants to be the first to cross the line with the checkered flag waving. The Walker's gonna make it wide. He's already making those bold moves. Inside lane, outside lane. We've seen it before already tonight. Get as many machines as possible on a line, and that inside lane will just deteriorate where it's a super train working inches off the outside retaining wall. What Shaq sees in 31 versus what's in that mirror. Frank DeAngelis leading. But will it stay that way for the foreseeable future? Maybe not. Slingshot Walker picks up Wilkerson. 8 to go. And Champagne, maybe a look. How high can you go? He said he will go inches off. Matheson, Shaq, McLaughlin arguing over spots. Walker the leader on the outside. We see with the Gen 4, the Xfinity car, you want to be in lane 2. Exiting the trial, but we already saw at the end of Duel 2, where if you are in just that right moment heading to the trial with this aero package, with the way it is, it promotes drafting and runs. Jackson by sideways. Slams into Damian Vega. They keep it. Oh, yes, they do. They keep it straight, but a lot of damage to the right front of the 8. No caution. And that was a worry. Wilkerson outside, and there they go. Kevin Champagne gets collected. Cortina's involved as well as others. The caution will wave. It will size up yet another restart. And Drummond, center bomb. David Walker. Sean Rowe. And instead of a 10-lap dash, it may be down to a 3. Not done yet. Oh, no, we are not. We saw the 16 get in the back of the 97. Center bomb, really nothing to work with it. Just like that, the caution will wave again. There you saw Damian Vega, right front damage. Watch back just once more. I don't know if this will be a quick yellow. You gotta see how many guys are actually involved. Actually, probably start with Andres. Gave a shot to the 16. Kevin Champagne already slow on the bottom. We'll figure out a way to avoid it again. Drivers to pit road. Joseph Armstrong, the race leader. We'll bring it to 5 to go. We plan on getting the 1 to go at 4 to go, restarting with 3 to go. So no overtime attempt, but a late race restart. Looking to make things interesting. Already spoke with Shaq. Have not spoken with Walker. Yet to speak with Max Steinmeier. Let's hear what he's got to say. Mac, John Ramos, Jumpman, how you doing?
How's it going?
Well, you're all the way back there in 18th. What are you going to need for a heave with maybe a 3-lap dash to the finish?
Well, I went back in front pretty quick in the duels, and then I just saw Joe just did it on that last restart, so it's not too hard to do that in these things, but you can get shuffled back pretty easy, as I just showed, so gonna try to get up there pretty quick. So running out of laps here.
There's not really much time to work with in the position you're currently in. But let's say we get a caution, right? Do you feel like your chances are better if you get a caution, avoid it, and try it again? Or do you think it's going to be just, we're going to have to be in the right place, right time, and let's see what the outcome is?
It's right place, right time from here on out. You know, these super speedway races end, so we'll see what we can do. Just got to climb the ladder here at the end.
All right, going to be fun to see. That is none other than Max Steinmeier. Trying to see what he can do back in that 23rd, or should we say back in the 18th position in the number 23, the sim stamp number as number 41. Continuing to talk to drivers as we get ready to go at it again. Frank DeAngelis, he's up in 4th. Let's talk to him just one more time. All right, hey, this is looking good for you, P4. Is this where you can possibly get the help? By looking at some of these guys up front and maybe behind you.
I told you I'd be up here by the end, like I usually am. Sadly, very sad. You were there in person. Remember the nostalgia of being a kid and watching the older Daytona races? Well, not old, like 2017, 2018,
right.
2019. And there's just big wrecks, and it comes down to the people that you would never see in the top 5 anywhere else.
You feel like that's everyone behind you.
That is one of these races. Precisely the 2018 July race. Me and Joe are L and Truex, and Wilkerson is AJ. I think Allmendinger.
How was that 2018 Coke Zero July race?
Yeah, you were probably bored with all those yellows.
No, actually, it was a great time. Anytime I go to Daytona, it's a great time. Come on, you know that. Everyone knows that. We're a suit, Truck Night in America. We can't wait for that to happen. But listen, you're going to be starting on the outside. You're going to be with Joe, Wilkerson. Let's think about it. Statistically, he's going with Albertson. We don't know much about Albertson. You're not going to probably get much help from Nettle and Baker because at some point they're going to get desperate, right? They are the underdogs that want to win. But you've been in this position, knowing what's behind you, knowing what's in front of you. Is there a game plan?
I think me and Joe are just going to stay locked until it can come down to one of us. After I got destroyed by Bomar for the 2nd week in a row in a heat, he's the reason, Joe pushing me is the reason why I made the race. So we're probably going to work together again.
All right, do you want to see a race for 200 likes? We're not far away from it.
Oh, of course.
All right, Frank DeAngelis getting ready to see what he can do. Once again, everyone watching back at home, 200 likes we get. Round number 4, already 40 likes away from that goal. This is crunch time. It is now or never for most of this field. If we see the white flag, the race is official. Next flag ends it. Whether it is, should we say caution or checkered, even though we don't throw the caution on the last lap. Toyota Camrys lead the field back off turn 4. And Armstrong quickly with the strategy, jumping to the farthest most lane. Because if they can stay in a train, it's going to be adios from here on out. 3 to go from Talladega. Just as expected, DeAngelis and Joe, full control to turn 2. They will get Wilkerson in 3rd. Albertson on the bottom. Nettle and others trying to see what they can do in these final moments. That train happened quickly. You look a little bit further back. I mean, I see Kevin Champagne. I see Will Shack. But if they're going to make something work, it's going to have to be soon. DeAngelis dropping back. What he's trying to do is he's trying to pick up Wilkerson at the right time, so if he is going to leapfrog that 81, it's going to be in an area where he cannot defend it. Superceller machine, single file, inches off the outside retaining wall. If someone's going to make a move, it's going to have to be soon. Breck in the rear, Albertson, Shack. Dropping, fading, but out of the way of the main group. This race is going to be official. Salamanca, 1 to go from Talladega. DeAngelis sitting catbird. It's now or never, but he's got Wilkerson in the aid. Wilkerson underneath. Not able to do it. Walker help from Steinmeier. Now will be help from Kevin Champagne. Trying to pick a lane. Final time to 3 and 4. Kevin Champagne, Sean Rowe, inside advantage. Walker gets turned off the nose of Joseph Armstrong. This is the finish at Talladega. Rowe outside, Joe gets tagged. Sean Rowe victorious as the sun sets from Vega. DeAngelis second, Kevin Champagne third. Van Drugman in fourth. And PBR will go to victory lane in just the final matter of moments. DeAngelis, P2. Oh, his uncle, excuse me. His grandfather's going to hate when I say this. I know Rich is watching live right now, but Frank DeAngelis, a bridesmaid once more at NR Night in America. And how they didn't wreck more in turn 4, I don't know. There was not enough room, and they somehow, as the top two, were able to make it work. Sean Rowe goes to victory lane. He'll burn it down just at the start finish. This is the scheme. He'll be racing in the Florida 500. This win could help him for a starting spot in the duel come next Tuesday, because it all goes off of wins you have in NR Night. He is in the duel. Let's go speak with your race winner, Sean Rowe. Sean Ramos, congratulations.
That was a tough one.
It was a tough one. Matter of fact, you looked to be out of contention with 1 to go. You were there when it mattered the most. The move to the inside with Kevin Champagne quickly became the move to the outside. What were you thinking?
Yeah, you know, I've been in enough of these next-gen super speedway races where you know you got to be with the right people. And in that restart, I think I was like 24th or something. I was way back because my luck was terrible tonight. I just kept getting in every wreck, and then I saw Kevin was in front of me. I DM'd him. I said, all right, we're going for this. And, you know, going into 3, I saw Walker had the run. I tried blocking it. And I think I just got really lucky because everyone was piling up behind me. Got the right pushes, made the right moves, and won it, man.
All right, well, very excited that it came down to that indeed. But, I mean, the tightness between you and Kevin Champagne, did you think you were going to get turned there in 3 and 4?
It was really close the way me and him came together. When I blocked Walker, he made the reaction move, which I don't blame him. It's what you got to do to win, and that almost turned me, but luckily it didn't do too much to me. And then off 4, I thought it was just going to be a drag race, and then I got a big push from Joe. But I mean, when it's a side draft battle to the line, I knew anything could happen. But once I got ahead, I knew I was smooth sailing once I entered the tri-oval.
All right, well, it was exciting. It was fun. You know how the duels are going to be working. The grid is set off of now how many wins you have. and you get to choose Duel 1 or Duel 2. This win should help you on your starting spot. What are you looking forward to with Speed Weeks?
I'm looking forward to making through it. Honestly, it's going to be a bit scary for the duel. Of course, depending on which one I get on, we'll see how good people in it are. You know, everyone's really good, but there are people that are just elite at super speedway racing, like Joe Armstrong, Kevin Champagne. They're really good super speedway drivers. So depends who I'm with. I hope I'm in the first duel because I'm probably going to be really tired.
You get to vote.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely going to be casting my vote towards the first duel, and just gonna have to see how the energy is, because if it's like tonight where there's wrecks all over, I'm gonna be chilling at the back for a little bit and then make my way towards the front. But I finally won a Daytona race this year, or end of last year, and maybe that'll give me a chance to win at the duel.
Heck yeah. Well, guess what? You're a winner on this Tuesday night edition. Damien dropping down $2 saying Joe's wrecked more than half the field. Get him, Sean. We know what happened there with the duels and then the final moments, but hey, at the end of the day, Sean Rowe able to make it work. Congratulations on your win. We're going to go back to our studios here in Nashville, Tennessee, just for a matter of moments, because guess where we're going? Bristol Dirt. It's been a while since we've gone dirt racing at Bristol, and we're excited to see how that all comes together. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Duels no more, heats no more. It's all about Dirt Bristol, and we'll be ready to go green. This is something that we were originally not going to do, then the opportunity came forward to do it, and why not, right? Why not, at the end of the day, go ahead and see what Dirt Bristol has to offer. Oh boy, is it going to be something fun. I'm excited to see how it all transcribes. It's not going to be a long race. We don't expect it to be a long race. Qualifying is going to be that as it is. Single car qualifying, and I believe we're only doing about 50 laps here at Dirt Bristol, so it's gonna be fun. Gonna be very fun indeed. And then we go to Homestead for round 3, and we'll see if we hit the 200 likes. Once again, 200 likes, we will see round number 4. Talladega lived up to the hype, no doubt about it, but Bristol Dirt, how is that going to go? That's gonna be something we'll all be waiting and seeing for. 15 green white checkers enabled, 60 drivers can join. We'll be bumping depending on how many drivers do join the session. Session is up, password is IDK. Let's get ready to go green as we continue to talk with drivers leading into round number 2. We talked to Riker Byram a lot. We talked to Braden Mubbick a lot. Let's talk to Mubbick. Mubbick, John Ramos, you got a copy.
Oh, what's up, Lance?
How are you, and are you ready for 218 down the Mulsanne Straight?
I'm hyped.
I'm hyped. I like it. I do like it. Really interesting to see how that all goes down. I know you're looking forward to the Florida 500. I know you're looking forward to Speed Weeks, but we both are looking forward to Le Mans. I mean, it is going to be something we have never seen before. We talked about, hey, can we get an e-ticket that we've never seen before, modern day? The answer clearly is yes. Next gens at Le Mans. We're looking at upwards of 40, maybe even 50 of him. And you talked about it before. That hard right-hander after the Mulsanne. Oh my goodness. That's going to be the scariest thing we've ever had in an esport event.
Yeah, some children are going to see things their eyes are not ready for. And down that corner, it's going to be something special.
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun to see. Matter of fact, we probably need to be testing for Le Mans either probably tomorrow or that of Thursday. So a lot of things to look forward to. I haven't seen you through all the testing for the Florida 500, but we expect it to be the same great scheme, and you should be starting up front in your duel because of how we're doing the duels. Opinions on that?
I'm still so confused on the official duel format.
Okay, do you want me to say it? Because I haven't
memorized.
memorized.
Please tell me how it works.
This is how the duels are working, ladies and gentlemen. We have Duel 1 and Duel 2. Instead of 62 drivers, it's now 64 drivers going for 19 spots in their respected duel. Now, originally, we had duels where there was single car queue, and everyone got separated from Duel 1 to Duel 2 because drivers have come forward saying they're going to be late for work or they're worried about not making it to work early in the morning. They started questioning. I believe it is not Bristol Dirt, and it is not. So we're going to give people time to back out of that session and we'll go ahead and head back into it. Let's continue on. Wrong Bristol. Yes, please leave that session. We're not doing that version of Bristol. What's going to happen is duels will now be separated where drivers get to choose which duel they go into. For everyone that wants to go to bed early because they have work in the morning, they can go into Duel 1. For the night owls that go to work late, go to school late, get out of work late, they have Duel number 2. And maybe saying, what about the LCQ? Well, if you got to go to bed early and you want to make that event, better join the LCQ. It's not going to be long. It's going to be a couple laps. I believe it's maybe 15, maybe 20 at most. Once again, drivers get to choose Duel 1 or Duel 2, and then qualifying is not there because the starting order for Duel 1 and Duel 2 are separated by how many wins you have in NR Night in America. So,
well, hot damn.
Exactly, yes.
I'm starting on the front row of Duel 1. Let's go.
Think about it. We have a lot of teams, right? I know a lot of teams are going to try to pick a duel that most of their drivers are in. So, let's say Duel 2 has all the PBR guys and Duel 1 has all the RGR guys. And Demo says, no, I'm going to pick Duel 2. And Mubbock's like, I want Duel 1. There's a good chance Brady Mubbock is leading us to green in Duel 1 at Daytona.
If I'm not in the same, if Demos and I are in separate duels, we're both starting on pole.
Exactly.
Duels, so
and here's the thing. If you're in Duel 1, you have a shot to win the pole for the Florida 500, and there is a payout for both duels, $20 for both duels if you win your respected duel, courtesy of Lane Sanders. He'll be sponsoring the payout for it. So yes, it is different. We actually got to expand the field because of it from 62 to 64, 19 spots per duel. If you win the LCQ, you advance, and then if you don't make it to the LCQ, we have a fan vote. The only way to get the fan vote, though, is if you start the LCQ. So for some of the people that think they can just win the fan vote and not start the LCQ, not the case. You have to take the green flag in that LCQ to even have the opportunity to win the fan vote. Opinions, Braden Mullen?
I like it.
It's a pretty good format.
I want to start in the front row of every duel.
Let's go ahead and think about it. You may be saying, okay, why is it this way? Why don't we just have single car qualifying? And why aren't drivers locked in through single car qualifying? Well, we have NR Night in America, and the wins, in my opinion, need to mean something a little more, right? So how can we make the Florida 500 duels different than the NWP 400 duels? Make it unique. And we're starting the year out with a brand new e-ticket. So here we are. Session is up, by the way. Password is IDK. Hopefully you guys do join the right.
You think I'm doing dirt? Have you lost your mind?
We just had 60 people join dirt. So, or what they thought was dirt. So we're going to have a good amount of them. So because of that, I think it makes it very unique. We have our clash at USA International on that Friday. This Friday coming up, followed by the Saturday being the Battle of the Beach, which could be in the afternoon or very late at night because of what's going on at Bowman Gray. And you continue to look at it. Then we have duels on the Tuesday. It's a Florida Speed Weeks. We've had weeks already of testing. Time to get some racing action, and starting this Friday, I'm completely pumped for it.
It's a shame I have to say I will not be able to do either of those two.
But you're going to be there for the duels.
Yeah, of course I'm going to be there for the duels. We'll be leading the field of green. Duel 1.
Let's go ahead and ask. So I asked the drivers and the viewers down below. I said underdog or veteran. Majority said a veteran is going to win the Florida 500. And as you guys know, the last underdog to win an e-ticket event, I mean, it was Dean Brummett in 2023. We're in the year 2025. It has been a little while since an underdog. So I'm going to ask, do you like the Florida 500 duel format? I think it's good because
I like it.
If
it
you
rewards
win,
greatness.
Exactly. It rewards the drivers that come in and show up for the hardcore viewers week in, week out for the last couple of years to start up front and realistically have the best shot at winning, because our duels, if they don't go caution free, they're dang close. You know, at least for the e-tickets, they get very close. And we've seen it before where some of these guys start deep. Yeah, and another thing is we've had guys that start very deep in the field that win all the time in NR that miss the duels or the transfer from the duels into the main event, being forced in the LCQ because of where they qualified. This is an area where, hey, if you won in that March in 2022, if you won June of 2023, if you won September of 2024, it will help towards your starting spot. So, and the other thing is tonight counts. Tonight does count. Sean Rowe won. He's going to be moving up. We found out Nate Dew, as of right now, unofficially, would be 61 of 64 drivers because the tiebreaker goes down to iRating. So your iRating has to go up.
Oh, that's evil. That's so evil.
I know. That is pretty
No, you can't. No, it should be to lower your iRating.
The lower
we should
the
be
iRating,
rewarding
the higher.
people that don't know life this stuff. Absolutely.
No, we got to do iRating. iRating is where it goes. Yeah, so if Nate Dew wins tonight.
Do you know how many people have a higher iRating than me that I am so much better than just because I don't do officials?
You're different, Braden Movick. You are very different. But think about it. So Nate Dew is unofficially right now 61st. If he wins tonight, he goes up to like 44th or 43rd. And if he picks a certain duel, Nate Dew could be starting in the top 20 for his respected duel, which sounds awesome. So tonight, you got to win. Carlos Truther, you got to win. Mateo Ortiz, you have to win. Christian Delgado, you have to win. Win and give yourself the best opportunity. Chase Crawl, win. Chad Hornish, win. If you win, you'll have a better opportunity of making it inside the top 19. I think this is the way it should be for the Florida 500 of the future, but we'll only see if it is truly that good come race time.
I like it way more. Let's see hard qualifying. I like that my like 2 years worth of participation is finally, and greatness is finally paying off.
It's paying off. It's going to be really cool. So, we're happy Brady Mother enjoys that, and we'll continue to talk with more drivers as things go on and we get ready to go e-ticket racing here in just a couple of days, it feels like, with the duels coming back around. NR Night in America fueling victories all year long. Changes in camera angles and quick hits. Drivers get the opportunity to rip around the dirt. Yes, we are upwards of 60 drivers joining into this session. So we are going to allow the top 32. Top 32 will race at Bristol Dirt. And it looks great right now in the daytime. We're doing day Bristol instead of night Bristol, but I mean, it looks fantastic. These drivers are ready to go. I'm ready to go. Everyone excited for what we have to offer NR Night in America. Really victories all year long. Let's go ahead and advance. Qualifying is going to be fun. Let's go trackside. "32 drivers advance to the main," which means we are bumping a whale amount of drivers out of this race. Car counts. We love high car counts. We're so grateful for high car counts as well. Heath Ingram, Marquez Ramos, all these other drivers, an opportunity to make something work. Maximilian Bianco, Carson Freeman. Out onto the racing surface. They have 5 minutes to be inside the top 32. Rolling around they go. Don't want to speak to any drivers right now because of how stiff bump day is going to be for this race. I want to say thank you to everyone that tuned in. Ooh, 1 lap. It is only 1 lap, so you got 1 shot at making it work instead of the usual 4. It was about 4 or 7, if I'm not mistaken, for Talladega, but unfortunately, I must have mistakenly went down to 1. So you got 1 shot at making it with your qualifying lap. Most are kind of just sitting and waiting. Josh Kenyon, Derek Shaver. There's Mateo Ortiz. Comstock, Couts, Kyler Wynn. Wynn is back. I thought that was going to be just 1 race of the night. He's going to hang out with us. Where would you like to go for race number 4 for all the people watching back at home? Would you Like to try dirt again, maybe grassroots, short track. I don't think we can do a grassroots race because we have that coming up this Friday, then Saturday. About something we've never done before, maybe something we have done before. Anthony Burrows there in 62 will not be joining us for the Florida 500. Joining us here at Dirt Briscoe. 2 minutes. And currently on the bubble, Andres Nevada's Christian Delgado. Walker in as of now, he's 14. Shaden Reyna plans on leading us to green. Douglas Newbigging, who races dirt in person. Cornish, Comstock. There's Schaefer in 99. He is in the 8th spot. Marquez Ramos in 25th. Eric Landon-Bard, Christian Delgado. Jackson Carr. You expect Carr to do great things. Another dirt guy. On his way around. Right in. Way he wanted to catch it. 50 seconds left and 36 drivers put down a time. Jackson Carr is out. Albertson is out and 32 go to Landon-Bard and Christian Delgado. Christian Delgado currently in the field. Riker, Byram, and others will not make the show, at least from what it's showing. Ramos. A whale of a time rolling around. Delgado, you're going to just barely sneak in, it looks like. Congratulations on that. Bristol Dirt, it's been a while. How's the car handling?
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit different. Not very experienced in the dirt. Obviously, I raced dirt in real life as a kid, and haven't really been able to bring a lot of my knowledge over to here just because I've never been able to find a group here. But yeah, I've ran here a couple times, and it's a lot of fun if you can get in the hang of it. But yeah, really sneaked our way in. I'm happy just to be in the race, to be honest.
All right, well, we'll get ready to charge things on up. They'll line up 2 by 2 here on the grid. Expectations before we go green.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't have as much experience as a lot of people in here. I know Gavin was a big proponent for this car track combo, so we're going to see a lot of public comers and goers. There's no way that everybody is going to be as prepared as someone like some of the guys who run dirt here. So just try to survive, get through these first couple laps, especially with the DVP. It's going to be a heck of a race to try to just keep the car clean, I feel like.
Good news, that's right.
Yep.
All Christian Delgado as we get ready to go green. The field is lined up left side of your screen. You'll see where they all start. 32 drivers will be taking the green flag, and after this we head to Homestead Miami Speedway for round number 3. 6 minutes till top of the hour. Now will be 10 o'clock on the East Coast, 9 o'clock Central. You're watching NR Night in America. Chevrolets line up the first 2 rows. Jaden Reyna, Gavin Austin, Douglas Newbigging, and Everett Couts. Time to go green. Once all the drivers load on in, they'll be pacing around this track, getting ready for green. Time to roll. William Schmidt will be starting from P5. He's always done well with this track in the daytime as well. What can Schmitty do as we get ready to go green? Welcome to the dirt. 32. That was all getting ready to roll off. Chevy for the first 2 rows. Schmidt, Kyler Wynn, Max Swearigan, Chase Schaefer. We'll get the one to go this time by. Let's say those magical words. Godspeed, drivers. You are go for throttle up. Time to go green on the dirt. And NR Night in America. This is round 2. You're looking for Talladega. That was race number 1. You watch back on all the duels and all the excitement from that whenever you can. It's been a while since Jaden Arena has found victory lane. Let's see if he can kick the dust up just one more time as we light the fuse from Thunder Valley. Wide, new bigging on the bottom, Reyna up the middle. Jaws catches the cushion. Schaefer in 4th, Gavin Austin sneaks through them both. New race leader. See Schmidt and Reyna do what they can, just wailing out each other. Austin leads outside lane. Moving trying, Chase Schaefer around. That's into Kyler Wynn. Is able to keep it forward. We stay green. But he completely broke the left rear. And that toe link will come apart and Chase Schaefer's race will be done. Gavin Austin, he did get the news, so did others. Win. If you win, it's a better starting spot for next Tuesday. Currently, they're head over heels trying to get to that moment. 47 laps to go, and New Bigging is quickly on the scene once more. Lap traffic ahead of both of them. You see Mateo Ortiz up there, others struggling with the outside retaining wall. Doug quickly wants to find a way through him to get to the race lead. Austin, not known for being a dirt driver, gets slammed in the rear, and Douglas New Bigging will use the muscle, one upside down off the nose of Eladon Contreras. And that is Christian Sade. Gets it back rolling, was a lap machine. We stay green. Douglas New Bigging, new race leader. I mean, quickly just use the muscle. Some drivers tiptoeing around, trying to find what works for them. William Schmidt holding on back in the 4th spot. Kyler Wynn in 5th. Comstock, River Page. Page in 7th. Chase Kroll in 8th. Joseph Armstrong 9th. Josh Kenyon, Chad Hornish. Kenyon in 10th. Hornish in 11th. Now nearly 8/10 the difference between Bigging and Austin. You can see what these drivers are struggling with as Hornish found his way into the inside wall. Less than half a second, Douglas New Bigging to that of Gavin Austin. Austin really ripping top and has found his way to the inside of New Bigging 7. The wall. Gavin Austin, new race leader for Bristol. As Frank DeAngelis, another lap machine, sit right in the toe. Multiple drivers already one lap down. Nathan Scott gets a heave. DeAngelis trouble in turn 1, and it will bring the caution out for the first time. Comstock got a piece of it. Damian Vega did as well, and Joseph Armstrong looks junked on both ends of his 81. Let's see what exactly happened to spark the drama. Back in the 18th position. Just went around on his own, and Damian Vega was right there. Caution out once again tonight. First time here on the dirt at Bristol. 38 laps to go. We're going to do a quick time check just to make sure all is well. And that time is completely on. That is not what it actually is. So 38 laps to go. William Schmidt, Kyler Wynn, River Page getting ready for a restart. William Schmidt up to the 4th position. Everett Krause up the 3rd. Douglas Newbigin currently riding in the 2nd spot. Doug is always very optimistic about new things. Newbigin, John Ramos, how's the dirt out there?
It's good. I'm enjoying it. Trying to take the top off so everyone has to run bottom, but we'll see what happens here.
I'm about to say, we saw you run to the bottom and Austin quickly caught up. What was that all about?
I missed the bottom, just got out of the rhythm a little bit, and then I just kind of got in the apron, just kind of ruined my run, but I think I'm better than him running the bottom. Just going to get back in the swing of it, so I think once we catch lap cars too, I think I'll get him, but we'll see what happens. It's fun though. I mean, we're definitely probably the 2 best right now, looking at lap times all 9 yards, so we'll definitely put on a good show here, I think, so.
Heck yeah. 37 will be restarting with just a handful of laps left remaining in this race. A lot of wrecking from what it sounds like, and from what we're hearing, a lot of drivers struggling though.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. I like it. It's fun. I'm having a good time. I was kind of skeptical a little bit during practice. I was like, not too bad.
All right, gonna be fun. Lights off. Good luck.
All right, go for it.
That is Douglas Newbigin. They're gonna try it all again. Shaded parts of the racetrack here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I actually broadcasted a race at Bristol last year in 2024. Not sure when I'll be able to do it again. But oh boy, was that something to watch. Chevy, Toyota. Austin fires first in the box, and we're back underway. Newbigin got a shot from behind. That was Everett Krause in 77, who now gets into Kyler Wynn and finds himself in the barrels. Page on the outside. Now into the outside wall. Schmidt into second as Austin pulls away. And never took Austin as a dirt driver. Doing something great. We talked with Doug, just mentioned he's trying to get the top to go away, so everybody has to run the bottom. But currently it is as multi-groove as ever. 33 to go. There is a lot of time for there to make up for William Schmidt. This track's going to change so much, so quickly. And we know on the asphalt, we talk about track changing, the lines probably moving up and down a groove or two. With it being a 50-lap race on dirt, it's going to move so quickly. Not many can possibly see it happen as quickly as they expect. And already you're starting to see parts of the racetrack already get really compacted with all that rubber. The dirt moving around. 31 to go. Win up to 4th. Hasn't won in quite a while in NR9 in America. I wouldn't say he's inches off the wall. I would say he's very much in the wall. Winning 4th. You see Mateo Ortiz puttering around to the bottom. William Schmidt somewhat trying to make the gap close on in. He was at 210 just the last time by. He's back to an 8, a 1.5, a 1.3. Having an out deal with River Page. That's a big net gain for the 79. So 29 laps to go, and Schmitty is on the move. River Page as well. They're in 3rd, and you can see where Chase Kroll's left rear is all bent out of shape. River Page slams right in the thick of that 88. And Kroll goes around. Elected to the outside with Johnson. Can they get to the bottom? They do. River Page saying, you're going to get out of my way or I'm going to do something about it. Damian Vega also up near the outside wall, not stuck, gets it backfired. The top 3 is what we're watching. As New Bigging drops back to 5th. 26 laps to go at Dirt Bristol. Schmidt around in front of River Page. A loop, a pull, and there he goes. Kyler Wade into 2nd. River Page is holding on. Austin able to pull away, 25 laps to go. This time Page back to the inside. Will cut across the nose of the 82. Win underneath. No, not going to happen. Bigging up to 4th, William Schmidt back to 7th, and now his SKS teammate in Aiden Walker. This is left wing underneath. How about 3 wide there with Nathan Scott? Why not? See Chase Kroll in 88. I'll be right through the middle as these two continue to clash. Aiden Walker, the Knoxville native. River Page, 2 seconds the difference between him and Gavin Austin. Here's Austin on the track with Joseph Armstrong out in front of him. I don't think Joe's going to allow him to clear. Austin had other ideas, quickly muscling his way through. All wondering what's going to happen. There's William Schmidt at 7th. Aiden Walker in 8th, Josh Kenyon in 9th. Gahir Rodriguez, Christian Zade, Joseph Armstrong up to 12th after his run. As a lot of these drivers are quickly either going 1 or more laps down. Attrition. This isn't asphalt. You got to figure out how to make it work, and just maybe when you figure out how to make it work, the track's going to change on you. 19 left. Second and a half the difference. River Page, or was, lost about half a second there off exit. RGR put the most time and effort into practice before hitting the dirt, and it is paying off without a shadow of a doubt. Now look now, River Page is making up some type of stride. Damian Vega. Touching the outside wall, pulling Page back, at least time-wise, just maybe a 2 or 3/10 difference from that. But that outside lane, when you thought it was going to go, it didn't go. River Page, second and a half does not seem that terrible. Matter of fact, he's 8/10 right to the center of 1 and 2. It's not over with 16 to go. There's Austin. There's Wynn. There's River Page having to get out of the way of Nathan Scott. Kyler Wynn could be another one that's quickly closing in as well. 2.5 seconds. Was that 1.3 seconds back? Oh, yeah, here Rodriguez gets a jam in the rear. 14 laps to go, and River Page knows he's not out of it. Both machines running very high. Instead of Austin getting a run off turn 4 like he did maybe the last 6, 7, 8, 10 laps, he won't. Page looking to make it up. 12 to go. Austin's in view. Page is in view. It's going to happen. It's going to have to happen soon. 11 to go. No, just not the run he needed. They hurt him when he got out of the throttle. Plus, Kyler Wynn is now on the doorstep of River Page. Wanting to go for the lead. Having to settle for a fight for second. Kyler Wynn, P2. And the Canadian puts himself in position. With how quickly he caught River Page, it's got to be worrisome for the 2 camp. You cannot wall ride. That is the big thing we have talked about. If you wall ride, you will be given an L5. Wynn is doing everything he can to somewhat make it work. 6 tenths, 7 tenths. Nine to go. Into the wall, Gavin Austin underneath. Knows Wynn is there. What's a bumper to the 2? Can't seem to find a way through. Slight job. Wynn to Austin. And Austin will sneak back on the bottom, shove the 82 in the fence. 6 to go, and there's 3 under a blanket. There goes River Page. Josh Kenyon gets a piece of it. Anyone else coming through? No caution. Now there is. Caution on the speedway. With drivers coming through, and Kyler Wynn, when he thought he was just about to pull away, not going to be the case. With River Page spin, they're in third. Very delayed yellow, no doubt about it. And we do have the thing, we've taken wins away from Mosteller. You cannot be wall riding. If you are caught wall riding, you will be disqualified. We're given a penalty. It was very clear the entire time Kyler Wynn was in the fence. We are hearing a Kyler Wynn L1 penalty. Oh man, we just saw what happened there as well with him and Gavin Austin. That didn't even bring out the caution. So L1, Kyler Wynn instead of a full-on DQ. Usually if it's for the win, they'll just automatically get disqualified, and we've seen that multiple times. And just like that, Wynn will drop to the back. That'll put Douglas Newbigging up to second. That will put River Page in third. Comstock in fourth. William Schmidt, Aiden Walker. Think back just a couple years ago. Daniel Mosteller, he was wall tapping. And it seemed controversial. But it's the same exact thing that Kyler Wynn was doing in this case and scenario. So what happens? Either you get the L1, the disqualification. In this case, the caution came out. Wynn will go to the tail of the longest line. You cannot wall ride. If it's excessive on dirt, you will get a penalty. And some drivers have gone away with it before. Not as much as you expect. Here we go. 3 laps to decide it. Will be 2 to go. An overtime finish from Bristol Dirt. Chevy, Ford, Chevy. Austin in 2, Newbigging in second. There in his number 7 machine. Overtime attempt from Thunder Valley. Newbigging doesn't get going and Austin gets away. Comstock trying to draw even with him. That's not going to work. Salamanca, 1 to go from Dirt Bristol. Final time to 1 and 2 for Austin. Newbigging and Comstock fighting there for the second position. Final time in the 3 and 4. It's been a while since Austin has gone to victory lane in a feature event. Many thought it wouldn't come on dirt, but it will. Gavin Austin wins from East Tennessee, victorious at Bristol Motor Speedway. Newbigging in second, Comstock in third, and when it came down to it, a late race restart. He's the 2 in victory lane. RGR will have their time in the spotlight. Every win is an opportunity to move up. Sean Rowe, now Austin. We'll go talk to him. Before we go to Homestead Miami Speedway, that is race number 3, the Dirt Bristol experience. Still very much alive in Enter Night in America. Austin, congratulations on your win.
Oh, thank you, John. It's, first win of the year. This is my second stream of the year, so happy to do it early on for me, technically. Man, I knew I was fast going into it. I didn't have, I see Frank in there saying 4 hours of practice. Yeah, I didn't have any.
Would you like to comment on that? Would you like to comment? Would you like to jab back at him?
I'd say,
how many wins does Frank have today or this year?
Yeah, you're right, but Frank's an awesome guy. I love racing against him, but I can't, let that slide. But I'm happy to get the win. Shout out to Beam Stock Cars. They're sponsoring me for the e-ticket next month, so you'll see me running this scheme then. But so happy for them to be on board with me. Can't thank them enough, and I'm happy to get it at a track like this. This is my second non-super speedway win, so I'm happy about it.
All right, well, congratulations on that, no doubt about it. It was fun. It was interesting. The track kept changing. How were you able to prepare for this race?
Well, I knew the track would change. I was just, I'm reading Frank's chat. So, I don't know. I knew the track would change. I don't know. noticed him catching up, and I looked in my mirror, and then I had someone else in my ear. Both River and Doug were watering. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? So I wasn't sure if that was allowed. So I was like, okay, well, you know, I don't know what's gonna go on. They were wall popping. So like once they got up to me, and I'm like, oh no way, this ruined my shot. And then there's contact. I don't know if the yellow came out for the contact between me and I think it was Kyler or something else. I know River spun, so yeah, yeah, I don't know. But that yellow, I guess I'm somewhat happy about coming out because yeah. So I don't know, but definitely the fastest one on track that race. And I don't know. I'm happy to get it done.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I never understood the burnouts for finishing 7th, 12th, or like 3 laps down. I was reading the comments on that. I mean, we've been talking about that for a long time. Well,
all the guys burning out with me?
Yeah, I understand they're teammates, but it's still like...
Everyone on the team, or on burning out besides Christian was on the team. But I don't mind Christian burning out. I got nothing against him. And they did give me the chance to do a little quick burnout by myself, which, you know, can't thank them enough for, so...
Heck yeah. Well, session is going up for Homestead. That will be a 50-lap race as well from what we're gathering here. Going to be a lot of fun to see how that one all goes down. You know, check that. That is a 40-lap race. 40-lap race at Homestead Miami Speedway. The car counts have been insanely high. And qualifying means so much. Now you know you're probably going to be starting higher in the duel than originally you were with that win. Do you think one more could help you out maybe? Maybe not?
One more would definitely, you know, help me out a little bit. It would be nice if I get one more win, but Homestead, I don't think it's going to happen at Homestead. So I'm still going to attempt the race, but you know how these races go. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Maybe I got the chance. We don't know.
Here's the cool thing as well. 200+ likes. We do get race number 4. You get to help vote on where we go. What are you thinking?
Ooh.
Viewers can help as well. Put some car track combos down there.
Let's see. I do.
No super speedway. We do have duels and an e-ticket next week for a super speedway.
I do kind of want to do a short track. Maybe late model stock, super late. Let's do what track should we do?
Now remember, we do have 2 short tracks coming up Friday and Saturday as well.
We do. You're right.
And I know how much you guys love Xfinity. Well, the thing is, I usually go off of whatever I know the drivers like, because when it's late at night, it comes down to car count. You guys love Xfinity, so if you want another Xfinity race or a truck race on an intermediate, I mean, we can do it.
I'm fine doing an Xfinity on an intermediate or truck on an intermediate. I mean, we could do Xfinity Nashville if you still have the set from the event a couple years ago.
We do, but it doesn't work from what we found out.
Doesn't work?
It does not work anymore.
Dang.
We can do Trucks Nashville Super Speedway. Not a fan. Not a fan of the track.
Not a fan. Man, I never realized how hard it is for the winner to pick, like, a car track combo.
Yeah, because when you're not on camera, it's like, oh, come on, you gotta do this.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know. How about the chat? How about everyone in the chat?
I'm seeing a lot of I see Gen 4 Kansas. I see Indy Oval. We have 2 Indy e-tickets this year, so we do have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
That's a lot later. Trucks Old Atlanta. I am not against that. That is a really good call. Let's do that one. Trucks Old Atlanta. We'll get an Xfinity up there as well. What can we get Xfinity-wise?
People are going to hate me, but could we do Next Gen's Phoenix as on the vote? I doubt viewers are going to vote for it, but I don't know. It's something I would enjoy.
Let's see what the viewers think. Next Gen Phoenix, anyone? Let's see what they say. Wow, we're seeing a lot of Indy. We do need to fix that Indy setup, because that was absolutely disgusting when we did it. I mean, that IndyCar race was
what Schmidt said? I'm fine doing a Gen 4 dirt race. Because I know we did a Gen 4 dirt race. Last Bristol race, I believe, was with the Gen 4. And I remember it was me and Schmidt battling up front.
I mean, where would we go, Eldora?
Schmidt got it done. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Eldora. I don't know if there's a set, though. I mean, we'll have to look into it.
We'll do Eldora Gen 4, and that's just kind of the placeholder.
Yeah.
For, that.
I don't know, John. Are you planning to do a race tonight if we do get a race 5?
No, I am not racing tonight. No, we're not racing tonight. Not happening.
All right. Not happening tonight.
Not happening tonight, boys. I hate to break it to you. It's just not happening tonight. Not when we're this close to an e-ticket. I'm in for an Xfinity race, but we got to figure out where we're gonna do an Xfinity race.
Xfinity Martinsville is so fun. I don't know.
Every time we do Martinsville, I just see like this mass migration from our stream to whatever they want to do after. Every single time.
Yeah.
We haven't done COT in a while. Could do that.
What about Indy, Michigan?
What about IndyCar?
Yeah, IndyCar, Michigan. IndyCar, Michigan.
IndyCar, Michigan? IndyCar, Michigan, do we dare? Do we do it again? It's been so long since I've done IndyCar, Michigan, but it scares me every time I do it.
Because of what happened?
Yeah, because just every time, you're guaranteed just like a 90-car pileup every single time. 60 drivers joining Homestead. Okay, listen, we got a lot of drivers tonight. I think we get a little bold here. So, Trucks, Xfinity, let's go IndyCar. Michigan or Texas, man. Every time we do IndyCar, Texas is so good. Every time we do IndyCar, Texas, it is so good. Aka Boazy's gonna join in.
I just the last time I did Texas, I ended up stuck in a catchment.
You said you were stuck in a catchment.
Yeah, that was it's somewhere.
You know, let's do IndyCar, Texas. And then we'll do Xfinity. Where are we doing Xfinity? You choose this one. This is all you. All you.
I want to do
Bang, bang, bang. Huge car counts tonight. Homestead Miami Speedway has come to life for round number 3. Hopefully everyone's enjoying this Tuesday night edition of NR Night in America. Gavin Austin, congratulations on your win. Let's see if you can go for number 2. You know, we usually get our daily Riker Byram interview. Riker Byram, John Ramos, how are you doing?
Not too bad, I bet y'all.
I'm watching those migrations of the black tips.
You gotta figure it out.
We're still trying to figure it out, and if it is possible, because we know, I'm telling you, Riker, if it is possible, we are doing it.
6A, if it's possible, we're getting it done.
We're getting it. Oh, and we're gonna catch it. The thing is, I'm willing to drop the money for it, but I better be walking away with a catch. And I don't care if I'm staying up to 6 a.m. and we miss the ARCA race. Dude, imagine it right after the end of the truck race. Riker. Come on. Come on.
Right at the end. What are you thinking, Friday afternoon?
We can't do Friday
night?
Yeah, we have to do it at night because there's going to be no match.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm thinking it's Friday afternoon, blitz ball. I hit it 450 dead center into the Atlantic Ocean off I have 40 wins. And I said Carlos Truther. We go to the truck race. Maybe I get a suit. You know, I put a tweet out saying what it would be for me to wear a suit. 1,000 retweets. We didn't get too many retweets, but so many were like, do it. And I think we got to do a light goal for the 4 to 500 for me to wear a suit. Because I'm telling you, Riker, just as this person, we have always talked about how great Daytona is. We can plan to have Daytona be the greatest thing ever, and the Instagram post on my personal Instagram would be so cool. If I have a black tip shark, I go dead center 450 on Carlos Truther, right? And if I wear a suit to the greatest night in America, that being Truck Night in America. Do we need a light goal for the 4 to 500 for me to do it?
I think it's fair to say you should just do it, but you know, you gotta go for light goals. So,
I think, but it's up to the viewers at the end of the day.
Exactly. The people. Put it in the people's hands.
It's all up to the people.
Give it to them, let them decide. They'll get it done.
It's going to be interesting to see how it all goes. But yes, we're watching it, and I'm telling you, if it is moving the way it is, I'm just saying, I think we can be close. We can be very close.
It looks exciting. There's all this stuff that you got ideas for, and now I'm actually thinking about it. I'm sitting there looking at other stuff to do too. So it's looking like there's going to be nonstop stuff going on. So It's gonna be
we have to
ridiculous.
possibly figure out Thursday, right? We gotta figure
Exactly.
out Wednesday. We got so many things to go
I mean,
and figure out.
I was going to say, I got to figure out Tuesday and Wednesday.
Are you gonna be there Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm getting there Tuesday morning. Hell
I know
yeah.
where you should go.
Where should I go? Where should I go?
Riker, I'm telling you, anyone that's going to be in Daytona Tuesday or in that area, New Smyrna, super late models, 40 cars we are looking at possibly on that entry list. And John Ramos, myself, I think is conducting pre-race, part of post-race, and will be over the PA for that ASA Stars National Tour race. Come on. Pack New Smyrna.
Just on Tuesday?
It's on Tuesday.
Cool.
We're looking at Carson Hocevar is going to be in the race. I believe Chase Elliott could be coming down. I'm not sure if that's announced or not. But, you know, there's a good chance because he has a super late model. Yeah, I mean, we're looking really good here.
Where is New Smyrna?
New Smyrna is 10 minutes from Daytona.
Crap, I'm going to do it. Why
I'm
not?
so serious. When you go to the flea market, there's a sign that says New Smyrna Speedway. That way.
You know what? I'm going to do it.
Really? You're going to do it?
It's
Heck
decided.
yeah.
It's decided. How much? Where can I get the tickets at?
Not sure. I just know they usually fill up Tuesday because it's gonna be a crazy show. There's gonna be so many cars. It's gonna be awesome. I just cannot wait for it.
I can't miss this. I got to make this the trip. I don't want it to top Talladega, but I got to.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be close. I mean, it's gonna be borderline. Now hold on. I'm just saying this: Talladega this year could top Talladega next year if we do get that star-studded cast. And it may not be the star-studded cast you're thinking of, but there's some people that want to go that I know can have a good time. And I don't have a race that week of Talladega Fall, I found out.
I know it's lining up perfect, and you didn't get to experience the full Talladega experience either.
I'm happy with the experience I got though. There's something about sitting in a Talladega parking lot, hoping for Riker Byram to wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Leave me alone, man. I was tired. It's when you've been partying the 3 or 4 days leading up to that moment, it's hard to stay away.
Yeah.
It's non-stop action at Talladega. That's the problem.
And then all of a
That's not
sudden
really
you see stars, and Riker hits the, we got a problem. We don't have a tent.
Yeah, I left my tent about 13 hours away in Texas, so
Yeah.
you know,
Which is fine
kinda
because
outside, you know?
we got probably the coolest photo ever. Me sleeping outside at Talladega. To then I'm recording this video of like how I'm doing it, and I see this monster of a pimple on the side of my face. And I'm like, oh my goodness. This has been insane. It was like a near 24-hour day because Christian Delgado lost his, his ID in Nashville.
Yep. I remember that. It was a
his
cluster.
ID.
It was a cluster, is what it was.
Yep. To
But
the
it made it
bump and
more
run.
fun.
The bump and run at Nashville. And then all of a sudden, hey, let's drive to Talladega. And we drove to Talladega.
Golly, man. That's ridiculous.
I remember I saw Ben Kennedy because I was walking with a friend down the grid. We had VIP. And we saw Ben Kennedy. And I was like, is that Ben Kennedy? And the thing is, if you look at all the photos, I look like I'm hungover. Riker, you know this. I was not
You
even
were
close.
not hungover.
I was sleep deprived. Sleep deprived to the max. Because
Absolutely.
there was no sleep at all. And all of a sudden I see this guy and I'm like, I should go talk to him. So I go up to him, I talk to him. I say hi to Ben Kennedy with my short shorts and a Ricky Craven tight shirt and my hair all over the place. My hair was all over the place. It was a great time. I'm telling you, I think Daytona is going to be great.
But great, yes, absolutely. If it goes out the way it's planned, on top of the fact that most of it's not going to be planned, this is going to be great.
Yeah, the thing is, we're not buying anything for possibly shark fishing until I know for sure what it's looking like.
Absolutely.
And if it happens, we're not telling anybody. Like, it's going to be a quick, like, 2 people in a group chat, show up now, right here, you know. Get some bonita on a hook, and we're going to wait.
Yes. As of right now, only plans I have are that right there, the race that you were talking about, right now.
Yeah.
We're going to go point that out right now. We're going to that race. Then,
or we do it Thursday night. There's a good chance we do it Thursday night, which would be huge.
There's that. And then the races. But other than that, I don't know if we want to doing the rest of the time I'm there.
But that's what's so exciting.
It is. It is. I'm trying not to go broke before Supercross next weekend, but there's some Texas stuff down there that I want to do, as you know. So we'll see how it happens. We'll see how it happens.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Riker Byram, always great talking to you. You're basically a segment at this point. Ready for Speed Weeks? Hey, we got the Clash and we got New Smyrna. Come on.
It's getting real and real. It's ridiculous. It's going to be great.
Heck yeah, Riker Byram. I'm so excited to see what he can do. Race fans, welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, saying buckle up as we got 40 laps of thunder as the sun sets down south. Abraham Vila, William Schmidt, Toyota Chevrolet lead the field 2x2, 40 cars strong of the 56 that entered. Let's light the fuse for Miami. Aiden Walker wasting no time, muscles his way to the bottom. William Schmidt has won here multiple times. He will lead lap 1 as there's trouble deeper in the field. Eric Shaver, DJ Daniels, we found out, got a piece of it. Maybe even Chase Straw, as others were forced to avoid. It would bring out a quick yellow. And there's the damage on the 40. Xander McKinney. Late hit, Austin Hill. Making his first start in our night in America. Angela Middleton. Started with Jackson Carr. He's running in his 17th position. Let's see. Not getting all start with Jackson Carr. He was actually nowhere near the brunt of the wreck. There's McKinney. Let's back it up. Just a little bit further, you see it. 0-0. Getting loose on those gold tires, goes right around and into the outside wall. Man, what a lick. I believe that is Pat. Head right. 0-0. Caution out early. Let's watch back again. Goes right around, caution will wave, 37 laps to go, pit road is wide open. Usually don't see many cautions at Homestead. Unfortunately already being under the yellow flag as some drivers are quick to wonder what that next race will be. Texas IndyCar is just ahead of Trucks Old Atlanta, and we got a dogfight for who is going to go ahead and be a part of that 4th round. Talk with drivers. How about Abraham Vila? Vila, John Ramos, I haven't seen an excitement out of you this high for an e-ticket in quite some time. You've won an NR Night in America this year. You're currently leading the field in Miami, and you are one of those big dogs going to the duels that most are counting on you doing great things.
Yeah, I mean, this event I've been looking forward since last year. I pushed Demos to the win, and hopefully it's the opposite. Somebody pushed me to the win. I have David Lewis in the e-ticket event. He's one of my friends, and me and him always cooks around the restriction plates. I just can't wait. Can't wait next week, right? Oh, 2 weeks, my bad. Wait, next week 2 weeks, John.
Next week's the duels.
Yeah. So I can't wait. Gonna be some little practice. Can't wait for some testing. Are we gonna have more testing, John?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I'm trying to learn some new things like pushing, sliders. Trying to learn something for the race. Hopefully I'll be there at the end because the new update with the DVP policy. If you get killed, you're done. There's no coming back, you know?
Right.
But yeah, this is, I'm hyped, John. I'm hyped. This Crown Royal car is gonna be fast, and I can't wait. I'm excited.
Going to be one heck of a blast. Get ready to see how it all goes down. Abraham Vila, you got one slick scheme, but you got 35 laps to go when we take green. Good luck. Now it's Chevrolets on the front row. Yahir Rodriguez in 99 to the outside. The Illinois driver. Ready to try and do some great things. Now toe-to-toe, heading into turn 1. Let's roll the dice just one more time. Back green from Homestead. Counts on the inside. Just about wheel-to-wheel with Rodriguez as Vila is able to thunder back to turn 3. Frank DeAngelis already tip-top club. With the roller coaster ride coming off turn 4. Counts to second, Rodriguez to third, now make it in fourth. Frank DeAngelis into the top 3. Gavin Austin sitting at P4. Quickly finds his way up yet another position. Everett Counts closing in on Abraham Vila. That in 4. Toyota at Supra of Frank DeAngelis. 1, 2, 3. Gavin Austin, just the previous winner at Bristol Dirt, in the 4th position. Max Steinmeier up to 8th. Let's look middle of this field. Riker Byram, the West Texas native. As Ethan Stanley to his left wing as drivers behind in 37. Quesade, Alexander Balderas, Jack Clemens as well. Don't look now, but DeAngelis has now found his way up to second. Around Everett Counts. Counts wants it back. Who's on the scene? Gavin Austin. He's itching to find a way around him. Rodriguez back to 6. Makes a dive bomb move to turn 3. Then Herter. All happening behind Abraham Vila. It's going to be tough to find a way around that one, but DeAngelis has put a mark, set the hook, he's reeling him in. Austin toe-to-toe, now will be for 3rd. Herter 5th. Deeper in the field, still Riker Byram, Jack Clemens, Alexander Balderas. Look at this mosh pit full of machines. One sideways, Jackson Carr. Will grab the outside retaining wall. Josh Kenyon made contact with him at 27. We stay green, 30 to go, 3 wide. There's Hayden Walker on the bottom. Well, at one point was leading this race very, very early on. Battle for the race lead. Frank DeAngelis to the outside. Abraham Vila to the bottom. .29 to go. And this is what's great about Homestead. Multiple lanes being used, inside lane, outside lane. Progressive banking around the racetrack, 16 to 18 degrees. Not just in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4. Find the groove that works best for you and lick it. Currently, Vila now forced to the outside as DeAngelis had the switchback move. DeAngelis leads, but for how long? Look underneath. Oh, he gets into him. And Frank gives a low tap. Vila gives it back. Gavin Austin 3 wide takes the race lead at turn 2. And Frank DeAngelis looked to have had enough. Turns Vila into the outside wall. The 69 comes down to the bottom. Caution will wave with 28 to go. Oh, man. I didn't think tempers were going to flare here, but they did. That car does not look like it's going to be race winning material. You saw that move, gets to the quarter panel, puts him in the wall. Frank gives him a nice tap back. Vila wasn't too happy about it. Vila then gets into Herder, and DeAngelis says, I've had enough. The problem is, the 69 got the worst end of it. And somebody's telling me Abraham Vila just may have had payback. The pit road is wide open. Let's see maybe what happened. Let's see who was going where. Well, just going to pit road, but he definitely was trying to keep a watchful eye out for the Frank DeAngelis 69. Pit road is open. Crowd on their feet. Well, we just talked to Vila. What happened?
No, I think he's mad. I just tapped him. I mean, I was trying to make a move. I thought I wasn't that close to him. And next thing I know, I hit him.
Hit you back into turn 1, you hit back in turn 2. He hit back again on the back stretch. Are you going for an eye for an eye?
Well, yes, I right now. Hopefully he can cool down. Maybe when he back me again. I mean, go ahead. I'm good though. I have a good car, so I'm gonna go out there. So I'm trying to get back.
Did he retaliate to you at all?
He did not say nothing, but he turned left and right hooked me, so that's the story of the road, you know. And he won this race, Frank DQ, so I'm gonna do all I can to catch up with the field.
All right, well, a little drama here in Homestead. We've seen usually this race come down to between 2, 3, 4 guys realistically, but man, oh man, how things change. We're gonna get the one to go this time by. Good luck. Gavin Austin, Elidon Contreras. Turn 2 will size him back up. So we'll get ready to try it all again. Austin Contreras, Count Schmidt, Stanley Byron, Balderas, Steinmeier, Clemens Walker, that being the top 10. Toyota, Chevy, 24 to go. Gavin Austin quickly to the race lead. Everett Couch, Elidon Contreras, William Schmidt. With a slide out of Ada Walker. Max Steinmeier. Stuck right 3, nearly 4 wide. Contreras is P2. William Schmidt, Ethan Stanley. Bottom side of the track. Walker in 9th. Herder in 10th. Abraham Vila is there as well, still working the outside, trying to make up ground. Push comes to shove. Whose side are you on? Frank DeAngelis, Abraham Vila, nonetheless. Abraham Vila still in the race. Caution coming out when Frank did hook it down. And then was asked to leave the facility after doing donuts on the backstretch, showing his frustration. This is the battle for second. Schmidt and Eladon Contreras, with Austin leading by about 6 or 7 car lengths. .21 to go. Schmitty, Eladon, Stanley. We got Stanley there in 4th. And to find out what maybe works. William Schmidt, still Gavin Austin. Out in front of this field, half a second. Others trying that outside lane. You saw Riker Byram give it a shot. You see Nathan Scott maybe trying to give it a shot there in 6th. He's to the bottom, but we've seen him navigate upwards towards the bankment. How long does Austin hold this lead? Contreras, Stanley, Byron in 5th, Scott in 6th. And that will continue to be a battle on the racetrack. 19 laps to go from Homestead Miami Speedway. And we've seen it before where drivers start getting a little desperate late in the night. Some of these drivers trying to win in preparation for the duels, others excited for the clash. Before we go to New Smyrna with the ARCA Gen 4, that being around, or should we say a part of Speed Weeks. Eladon Contreras pull out a win, he's in 3rd. We've seen Schmidt straight dominate at Homestead. Remember that legacy truck race for the monthly championship? What he was able to do to lock in and pull away. What can William Schmidt do now with him in 2nd? I mean, this is his wheelhouse. Once again, everyone has followed me on X as of recent. At IDK Player, everyone that has followed me at IDK Player. Or just look up my name, Jonathan Ramos. Continue to get updates for the Florida 500. E-ticket events and so much more. Join us in the Discord. Link to that is in the live chat below. If you hit that live chat link, you can join the Discord. Join 3,000 members that are consistently in there having a good time. They prepare for great things ahead. Chevy, Toyota. All lined up, lined in. Gavin Austin, currently the race leader. But the question will still be for how long he's in an area that you still gotta sit, you still gotta wonder what's gonna work, if anything can work. Here's Eladon Contreras way to the outside. That's for the 3rd position. Nathan Stanley in 4th, Riker Byram in 5th, Nathan Scott. Battle for the race lead. Schmidt underneath Gavin Austin. Austin's gonna squeeze. Stanley there in 4th. Byram back to 6th, now toe-to-toe with the Scott machine. Schmidt not done. Austin's just trying to hold him down. What is it going to take? He's Takes off two. Schmidt not able to find the groove. Both navigate inside lanes to turns 3 and 4. Ethan Stanley saying hello. Outside of Elodon Contreras, the battle for third. Stanley in 4, Scott in 5th, Vila in 6th. Byron quickly to the outside. He's up to 6th position now. Register nearly 3 wide. Look at Sparks come off the right side of the machine in front. William Schmidt takes the race lead. I don't think Gavin Austin is done yet. To the inside. Schmidt, Austin, Stanley, Nathan Scott, top 4. Really 2/10 the difference. How long can Schmidt hold on if Ethan Stanley's got speed, and so does Nathan Scott, because both of them have been thundering quicker than both the competitors going for the lead currently. Austin crossed over to the bottom. Three wide for the top spot. Schmitty outside, he's got it. Austin yields the second. He'll now yield the third to the middle of 3 and 4. Nine to go from Homestead. Stanley's there. Schmidt is there. Austin again, all the way to the bottom. He almost pulled the slide job, gets Schmidt out of the groove. Ethan Stanley, new race leader from Miami. 8 to go from Homestead. What a move. And Austin gets fenced in the wall. That by William Schmidt. Schmidt turns him around and Elodon Contreras is involved. Caution waves. We're going to have a restart. And man, oh man, have the tempers flared from South Florida. Oh my goodness. Versus Vila versus DeAngelis. Then Austin versus Schmidt. And Ethan Stanley will battle with Nathan Scott to see if they can go to victory lane. Little boys have at it, huh? Watch back. That was the initial contact that Schmidt was upset about. And he made sure, and that too was not going to find victory lane. I don't see that much damage on Gavin Austin. I mean, the rear end's really KO'd. You saw 95 go around, Alexander Valdez. And does he have a right to be mad? I think he has every right to be mad. But does he have the right to do what he did in turns 1 and 2? That's a question for the live chat. They usually come to Homestead and it's pinky up, you know, hard-fought racing. Very rarely does it get wild down here, and it very much has. Watch once more. Just straight did not want to see him gain any benefit. Caution is out. 6 to go in the race. Ethan Stanley, Christian Sade, Nathan Scott, Gavin Austin will all come off pit road with an intended restart, and we will talk to William Schmidt. Schmitty, John Ramos, very upbeat tonight.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm tired of giving respect to people and them running me over. That's all I gotta say.
Full moon? Is it a full moon here at Homestead? I'm not sure. I'm sort of question. I cannot believe this is the one where all the drama came down. Usually it's Talladega. I thought maybe Bristol Dirt. Things have really boiled over.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is. You excited for the next race?
What is it?
IndyCar Texas. As of now. Unless this truck's sold Atlanta.
I don't know. I might do it. I don't know.
William Schmidt still overlooking and kind of evaluating what all went down. Now, William Schmidt did not get an L5. For the ones that are wondering, once again, you have to think about it. Ray DeAngelis did not get an L5 for the actions on track. He got the L5 for the burnouts. Consistency stays the same. That's from what we just saw between Schmidt. That of Gavin Austin. 4-lap dash to the checkered flag. Ethan Stanley, Christian Sade, who had a heck of a run on pit road to get to the front spot, that front row. Scott, Austin, Walker. 4 to go from Homestead. Stanley the leader, but Scott is there. How long can the 91 hold on? How quickly can the 6 make a move? Sliding goes 1. Now Sade, toe-to-toe for the lead. Scott on Stanley. Nathan Scott, new race leader from Homestead with 3 to go. Oh, he's loose. And Ethan Stanley got a run off turn 2. He's still not out of it. This is racing at its best. 2 to go. Stan the man to the bottom of the racetrack. Nathan Scott, top of the racetrack. Berger in tow. Clemens in tow. He's bringing in that heave. It's going to come down to the final moment. Salamanca, 1 to go from South Florida. Can Ethan Stanley make it work? 2 tenths back to 1 and 2. He's going to have to get that roller coaster of a ride off this corner and send up a prayer to turn 3. 3 tenths back. There's the move. Ethan Stanley will be too far back, and Scott will sing his way to victory lane. Nathan Scott wins it here at Homestead Miami Speedway. David Bell dropping on the $1 super chat. Very thankful for that. I want to say thank you to everyone that super chat. Clear the $100 super chat that we got for the Great American 500. That was amazing. But it was Nathan Scott going to victory lane. Jeff Perchatsky. I'm going to say hello to him. That's P11. It was wild. And another win for Scott before his ventures in the e-ticket. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. Nathan Scott, what a win, and it came in the final moments.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna do it in style too. Hey, you had a front row view to all the action. When did you think that this was gonna be a realistic win?
Yeah, so the restart after the first yellow, I was 12th because I pit for some reason and it got put like to 24th. So there was another wreck with Vila, I think, and then I got back up to 12th. So I made like a 4-wide pass to get to 6th. Then I passed Balderas, I passed Byram, and I was in 4th. So that's when it was becoming like, okay, I could win this. So
unbelievable. Able to do it there in the 6. You'll be driving the 60 for the Florida 500. Hey, e-ticket win. Is it going to happen? And if not with this race,
I don't know.
If not with this race, maybe this year.
I'm hoping so. There's a couple tracks that I was looking at that I could, but Daytona's always like, you know, a little bit of everything. So you just gotta position yourself right for those. But gotta make it do the duels first and make it to the end of the race. And maybe it can happen. I don't know.
Well, it is going to be a lot of fun to see if it can indeed happen here tonight. The duels are going to be exciting for you. We're very excited to see what you can do. You're going to be driving that 60 machine. Man, is there anyone you're thinking of working with? And what duel are you going to choose tomorrow? Duel 1 or Duel 2?
I'm not gonna do the college race because there's like some super cheese on it, and I'm like not really in the mood to do that. So I might choose Duel 2 anyway, but yeah, probably Duel 2 just so that it's later, just in case I got stuff going on. Yeah, just in case I have stuff going on, which Tuesdays I usually don't after like noon, but just in case. Yeah, probably Duel 2.
I want to point this out. Tonight, I talked about with Frank Horley. For the ones that don't know, Horley gave me the updated list on the most winningest drivers in NR. Duel 1 and Duel 2, the starting grid for those races will be determined off of, guess what? Most wins in NR. Scott, another win. You're catapulting yourself up into at least the first 4 rows easily of Duel number 2. And this is because we are promoting, hey, the most winningest drivers in NR. You guys are going to start up front, have the best opportunities, and we've seen those duels go caution-free. Are you prepared for 50 laps if that is the case?
If it goes caution-free? Depends on if I get wrecked in that.
Hey, we've had duels go caution-free for those bigger races.
True.
You got to remember that.
That is true. Probably going to chill in the back if it's 50 laps, assuming that we don't have to pit. If it does go caution-free, we might have to. But, you know, I'll kind of mind my business at the start just to not get destroyed early and then have something for the end so I can make it through the duel. And if I can make it through the duel, if I make the race, I mean, I already know what my plan is for that, you know, just chill. But the duel's kind of like the barrier that's blocking first, so got to get through that.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Now, instead of 62 drivers, 64 drivers, but you get money if you win the duels as well, $20. And we're looking at a whole lot of fun. Scott, going to be one heck of a way to get it done. You already got the win here at Miami. What win is this? 7, 8? I mean, we're getting up there.
This is number 8.
Unbelievable. 8 wins in NR Night in America. Doesn't seem that far away from your first win in 2023 there at Michigan. Congratulations. Do you want to say anything to anyone back at home? Before, oh ho ho now. Where did this come from? I was going to say we're doing IndyCar Texas. It may be Trucks Sold Atlanta. Ooh. Didn't see that one coming. That may be the case. Is it Trucks? Do you guys want IndyCar? If there's still a runoff, we got to do the wait and see. But Scott, you want to say anything to anyone back at home?
Thanks for watching NR Night and supporting John. And the Florida 500 is going to be crazy. The duels especially. Because I think people are going to race hard towards the end of those. Really hard. So, yeah.
Going to be awesome. We're keeping a track on things, and it looks like we are going trucking. We're going to give it a couple moments, maybe here, give or take, just to make sure it doesn't swing or sway any way. Trucks Sold Atlanta, always a lot of fun. That'll be a 30-lap race. What is your favorite car track combo that we've done?
Like tonight or just in general?
Just in general.
Ooh. It's definitely, probably this one, Xfinity Homestead. You could do a lot. Yeah, you could rip the fence, you could run low, you could run the middle. There's tire saving, there's pushing hard. You know, like you could just do basically anything at this track, especially with the Xfinity car. The trucks, like, it ends up becoming top dominant too much, and then you can't do anything on the bottom at some point. But with this car, you can kind of go anywhere you want at any given time. So probably this one.
All right, heck yeah, Homestead fan. It's had an e-ticket before. It's been discussed to have another one. What track would you like to see have an e-ticket one day, unless it is on the tentative schedule for 2025?
I'm a fan of Michigan, of course. It's one of my best tracks, and
we may need to bring back the USA 500.
I did. It was a CLT race. I got wrecked early, so I didn't really get to do that event very long, unfortunately. But maybe in the future, you do another Michigan. Yeah, that's probably going to be a really fun one. Homestead's good. Honestly, Bristol can be good if you get the right people.
That's true. And that's okay. So I've had a lot of comments because every year since I think 21, people have been saying, do a Bristol e-ticket, do a Bristol e-ticket, do a Bristol e-ticket. We haven't done a Bristol e-ticket because we are worried about still 43 guys at that racetrack. But now we think we have found a way to get enough admins and enough guys to have 43 guys and still have at least 20 finish the race. So when you see Bristol now, we'll do 100 laps at Bristol, and we're down to 15 guys. 150 laps at Bristol, 15 guys finishing the race. It turns into a cluster. We've had only one short track e-ticket, and we're going to have a road course e-ticket before a second short track e-ticket. Matter of fact, we're going to have 2 road course e-tickets before a second short track e-ticket. So we're looking at it. I would personally want North Wilkesboro to get rescanned first. I would say if North Wilkesboro got rescanned first, we would go there immediately. I'm looking at other ones. I know Winchester is getting scanned, apparently. They had it in one of the forums. A grassroots e-ticket, I would love to go back to that. I would love to go back to Fairgrounds as well, just because obviously the how close it is and the appreciation I have for that track with my whole career. There's a million things to go out there and look at. So Bristol having an e-ticket, it's not a bad idea. It's just, will it execute? And the worry of execution comes in. I mean, we're not worried about Le Mans because we've tested Le Mans. We know Le Mans can be good enough that it's going to be really fun to watch. Indianapolis. We were worried about Indianapolis with open wheel. And then we found a setup and found a time of day in the session to go, okay, this is going to work. Let's do this as an e-ticket. And then we did it. So it's just going to take a little bit more convincing of myself and the surrounding group to do Bristol. But Bristol is very much possible. I mean, if we're doing Indianapolis, and Indianapolis is now a staple, we have 2 Indy e-tickets this year. Session's up, by the way.
We're doing Indianapolis now?
Did I put Indianapolis up?
You put Indianapolis Trucks.
Do not join that session. Do not join that session. It's going to be old Atlanta. It's going to be an old Atlanta. I don't know how I did that. You can probably see the bags under my eyes, but it has been a day. Yes, do not join that.
It's still tied.
Is it still tied at 32?
It's tied at 32.
Uh-oh. Well, don't join that one. We're going to have to end it at some point. Whatever we end it at. So, I mean, well... Huh. Wow. Was that supposed to be foreshadowing? Anyways, we were supposed to do Indy a year before, and then iRacing banned Indianapolis with the IndyCars, or whatever the whole situation was. And then they quickly unbanned it, because IndyCar said we're coming back to iRacing. It was a huge, great thing. We're going to be close. I mean, either I'm waiting for it to turn, or I'm waiting for it not to turn. So, I'm going to do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Texas. It is. Or, excuse me, not Texas. Yeah. Old Atlanta. It is.
Old Atlanta.
Old Atlanta. Going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a 30-lap race. It's going to be great. But, yeah, it's just more of, can we put on a great product? Can we put on a great show? And if we can't do it, why can't we do it? And if the why isn't, like, foolproof on being that forever, can we find a way around? That's what we look for e-tickets. I think Le Mans is going to be the big one. Le Mans is going to be so fun, I'm telling you. Whether you're going to be a driver, a viewer, no matter what, whether you're watching for the first time, that is going to send shockwaves through the whole iRacing community. Because we're talking 40, 43, 45, maybe even 50 next gens going 218 down the Mulsanne Straight. We're talking the Mulsanne Straight. No chicanes. We threw that out the door. No chicanes. The closest you got to the Mulsanne Straight, if I'm not mistaken, was Project Cars 2, Nathan Scott, and they had chicanes. And we even said before, how cool would this be if we didn't have chicanes? Obviously, the chicanes are there for safety. We're well aware of that. But I don't think safety is our worry. So, because of that, we took the chicanes off, and we're going to have a heck of a time. That first lap down in the Mulsanne, if you're not glued to the TV before they make that hard right-hander, I don't know what you're doing. Because that is going to be the scariest thing known to man. Jared and I are going to have to move the microphones. We're gonna just sit and wait and look and see what's going to happen. It's going to be awesome.
When is the Le Mans one?
Let me get the schedule up. Because I have it on my phone. It is in March. And we put it in there. We got Darlington as well in April, followed by Talladega right after it. So we're going to have a lot of e-tickets, which are going to be great. More community events as well, just special races. Having fun. Let me just get the whole schedule out now. All right, ready? So for everyone wondering, the World GP, Friday the 7th of March. Wow, an exact month after Daytona for us. So 1 month after will be the World GP. So we actually probably got to start working on the World GP now. Now I'm thinking about it. We should probably start working on that right away. Because it's going to be right there. And then a month after that, we have the Southern 500. 3 weeks after that, the Alabama 500. And then we go to May. For the month of May, the Indiana 500 on the 16th. Chi-Town Classic will be in July, the first day of July. Hoosier 400 are back in Indianapolis later in July. NWP will be on a Sunday night for the first time ever because of my scheduling for in-person. Sin City 600 will be Las Vegas. We thought about bringing back the World 600. We know how much you guys love Las Vegas, and I think we can get enough guys to say, I want to do 600 miles at Las Vegas, even though that's September, and that's usually the time where drivers want shorter races. But I think 600 miles at Las Vegas is possible with the Gen 4. It's going to put on a great show. Well aware of that. Tailgate 400 comes back, which is going to be a blast. The Hooters 500, that's going to be a lot of fun. The Hooters 500 is going to be insane. That's going to be the only cosplay event that we have this year. And then the Great American 500 to cap it off at Chicagoland. Chicagoland gets 2 e-tickets. The 3rd e-ticket for Chicagoland. Oh my goodness. We have had a lot of e-tickets. Opinions?
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I might be making more this year, so.
Yeah. And the prize pools are up, so that's great too. In person, the big thing is working around my in-person broadcasting schedule perfectly, which is going to be sick. So 12 e-tickets, at least as of right now, planned. Things obviously are subject to change, but I'm excited. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited for it as well, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Nathan Scott, thank you so much for hanging out with us, going to Victory Lane. We'll see what more we can chat about. You know, we haven't talked to Jeff Prochaski in quite a while. Jeff, John Ramos, how are you?
I'm doing well, John. Good to see you, man.
We got one more race tonight. That is Trucks here at Atlanta. You've been having a pretty good night, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, not too bad. Actually, it could be better, but I'm not going to win this one. I only voted for this one because it's the only combo I have. So I just wanted to run the last race with the
you
main
didn't
team.
have Texas.
Oh, no.
Wow. But
So,
you have IndyCar.
yeah,
That's
we'll see what we can
exciting.
do here. I did an official here. I guess Steve Fix was here like before, what, 2 weeks ago, I guess? And I ran pretty well at the end of it, but then got wrecked on the last lap because that's how Steve Fix go. So.
What e-ticket are you most looking forward to, if you've seen the schedule?
I think the Le Mans race is going to be super cool.
And that's a timed race. I forgot to mention that. It's a timed race, not a laps race.
Is it really?
Yeah, 4 hours.
How long is it? Is it a 2.4?
No, it's 4 hours.
4 hours. Okay.
Because we've had e-tickets
Yeah,
go
that
4
should be a
hours
fun
long
one. I hope-
anyways. So we're like,
Yeah,
might as well
I
do
hope I
4
can run
hours.
that. Yeah. I hope I can run that. I really do. That sounds like a fun one.
March 7th. For the ones that are wondering.
Yeah, I
March
might
7th.
have to pencil that in on the calendar. Yeah, I really hope I can because that kind of combines my two. Yeah, I do a lot more road now than oval anyway, officials and whatnot. So it kind of combines my two interests, which is pretty cool.
I'm pretty curious about that. What is it like racing road versus oval on iRacing? Is it like just a different, I guess, way of doing it?
Yeah, I think it's less of like road versus oval for me and more of what car specifically you're running on road. Like for me, a lot of people love GT3s and they're just not for me. Like I would much rather run the LMP2 or a prototype. Like the LMP2 is probably my favorite car in iRacing. Like more than any of the oval cars, anything. I love the LMP2 because it has a lot of the, I feel like a lot of the oval qualities translate pretty well. Like you kind of have to know how to manage the rear tires because the rear likes to slide around a lot, and that's how you be fast in that car. You also got to save a little tire, but you still have to be precise enough, kind of like the GT3. But you have to be, I mean, you can whip it around a lot like an oval car. So I really like that kind of car. The next gen on road courses is pretty fun. I think that's a pretty good compromise, honestly. The trucks are fun at some road courses. I mean, all the stock cars, I've had a little bit of experience on road courses, but I've enjoyed them. But I think road for me is just, it's a little bit more engaging, I think. It's a little bit less stressful sometimes when you're just kind of running on your own. Like at the Nürburgring, you're just running on your own, knocking down laps at the Nürburgring. That's really where I'm in my element. That's why I just love spending time racing. It's really hard for me to sit down and run like 100 laps at Atlanta and keep my focus and have fun. It's just really hard for me to do that, and for some people that's their thing, that's fine. But for me, my thing is just hanging out on a road course and knocking out laps in a prototype or something. So it's cool about iRacing is you can do whatever you want. That's why I like it. So what I want to go, and I've been trying to get into oval officials a little bit more now. Done some C-Fix and D-Fix and doing some next gen movies, and that's been fun. But really what I love the most doing in iRacing are the team races on road courses. We got the Bean team and we run the prototypes, and we're going to try to run the entire calendar this year, special events. So we did Daytona and 2 prototypes. We're going to try to run Bathurst, that's GT3 only, and then we're going to try and run all the IMSA races, Sebring and beyond, and prototypes. So that's what I look forward to, and that's what I love prepping for and running, and I can just run for hours in those cars. But I get in a zone, and we get a good setup. I always get good setups. We always get good setups in the Bean team. we can just go for hours and hours. I will not get sick of it. It's so much fun, ripping through traffic and setting down hot laps in the nighttime or whatever the case is and running for wins. That's what I love to do.
That is pretty cool now that you mention it.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to the Le Mans one, for sure. I think that'll be really cool. I have not had a lot of experience running that track in any car. So I think the stock cars are really cool, personally. I would love to see how they race. I think you're going to see a lot of, like, you know, a mini Talladega down the Mulsanne, down the back straightaway, and then you'll have some technical parts as well with the chicanes and whatnot. So it should be cool. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Should be cool indeed. Well, it'll be fun to see people in this final race as well as we get ready to lock and load, kind of just one more time. Final seconds here of qualifying this week, final race of the night. Jeff Pachaski. Good luck on that. Well, race fans, we are excited to bring out Old Atlanta, round number 4 of the night. Tyler Wynn, top of the board. Nathan Scott, William Schmidt, Aiden Walker, the top 4. And they will lead us to green for this 30-lap race. Fun night of racing. The duels were exciting. We cannot wait to see what is fully in store for what we got going. Back Kingsley, Austin Page, DeAngelis, Comstock, Shaver, Walker, Schmidt, all ready to give it all. NASCAR is back this week. The Clash at Daytona. They get a week off, and then Daytona 500 will take place, the Great American Race. Talked with Riker Baum already with Bruce Smyrna. With the World Series of Asphalt, that will be happening that week as a part of Speed Weeks. We'll be ready to go green flag racing. NR Night in America. Doing victories all year long for Chevrolet front row, Chevy Toyota row number 2, Chevrolet Lockout back in row number 3. As this 30-lap sprint will cap off all the racing tonight. Time to ride. By 2, they work their way to turns 1 and 2. Scott, Wynn, Schmidt, Walker, Shaver, Comstock. Just one more time. NR Night in America, doing victories all year long. Always great to hang out with us. Fun to give it your all as we get ready to go green. Each time Wynn and Scott. Wynn has not gotten a win tonight. Scott already did at Homestead Miami Speedway. We get to see if Scott gets another, maybe Gavin Austin. Someone new finds victory lane for the final time tonight. Let's light the fuse here at Atlanta. Trouble. Schmidt and others collected in a turn 1, and it's the big one. DeAngelis, Walker, Josh Kenyon, Nathan Scott. Oh my goodness. wanted it all occurred. Watch Scott into number 60. He doesn't get going. 61, should I say. Frank DeAngelis goes 3 wide. Scott gets into Schmidt and see ya. Watch again. Just comes right down on him. Lap 1, turn 1, and we took some race cars out. This moves River Page into 3rd, Shaver up to 4th. Gauss moves up as well, but a good bit of drivers are taken out of this race. William Schmidt, the first retiree. Frank DeAngelis not too pleased. You know what? Let's go ahead and hear what good old Frank has to say. Frank DeAngelis, John Ramos, not the night you wanted those 2 races to end.
Yeah, man, just another racing incident where one of your friends wrecks the whole field and he's probably going to get looked out.
Nathan Scott. You're talking about Nathan Scott?
Yeah, really unfortunate from that racing incident.
I seem to wonder if you're still not a fan of what happened there with Abraham Vila.
Yeah, I saved the replay. I'll show you what really happened behind the scenes. But just another racing incident taking me down. Not really the momentum. The momentum really shifted.
I hear you smiling.
Yeah, I got after that fatal right hook in the middle of 1 and 2. Momentum from possibly winning tonight to back to the usual you know what magnet.
Not too big of a fan, but the good news for the Frank DeAngelis camp, they got one more thing to do tonight before they go to bed, and that's watch Instagram Reels. Hopefully you do have hopefully you do have a couple laughs.
Hopefully the Reels will cheer me up. Watch whatever show we decided to binge. I don't know. It's not really that deep. I just have stuff to cheer me up on the other hand when stuff doesn't really go my way.
You got Daytona coming up. You get to watch me go dead center 450 into the Atlantic Ocean off I got
the Clash coming up.
Are you going?
Yeah, I'm doing photography there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it doesn't rain.
If it doesn't.
It doesn't rain, yeah.
Is it supposed to rain? When is the Clash? Sunday?
Yeah, it's really. I checked the weather like 2 days ago. So there's a chance of being cleared up right back.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Well, Lord 500 just ahead of you. Let's see if you go get your first e-ticket win. Alexander Balderas and Kyler Wynn will be on the front row for the restart. Pace truck hard left. Everyone else sizes up back 2 by 2. The restart zone back away from Atlanta. Wide, that's a peak. River Page up the middle. He'll find his way around Alexander Balderas. First lap under green, it goes to Kyler Wynn. Fourth, Riker Byron the fifth. Kyler Wynn to the outside of River Page. And able to hold on. He gets another lap. 24 to go. Page slide job. Was just able to make it work, but Wynn with the switchback. Balderas is watching on from third. laps to go, and this is the race up front. Sure is hanging out there in fourth, doing a great job, kind of just watching and waiting. Right, the Byron back there in fifth. Still a lot of college schemes on display from these trucks. Being a part of the Tailgate 400 just last year. And Wayne will take it at the line, 22 to go. Byron 5th, Gavin Austin, Everett Cowlitz 6th and 7th. Everybody working in the bottom side of the racetrack, trying to get underneath one another. Multiple drivers out of the race. Will be 20 laps to go this time. Couch, Delgado. Everyone else either looking for an edge or trying to make something work. Valderas sees all this going on in front of them. Man, oh man, the trucks are in a bind. Look at this move by Gavin Austin. Underneath. Goes the 2 to River Page. And Page will make it stick to hold on to the second spot. $18 to go this time by. $18 to go. Side Austin, sideways Balderas. Page is still haunting the back end of Kyler Wynn. His tailgate has had the nose of the F-150 all over it. What a save by Austin just in that moment. $16 to go. Contreras hard into the outside wall. Riker Byram. You see old Atlanta really coming into play. Christian Delgado, McKay State Machine finding his way around. Will be 15 laps to go when they get to the line. Chevy, Ford, Chevy, Ford. That for the Fast Four. Page got a tap. Gavin Austin sneaks through. Alexander Balderas wanted to. Austin a second. multiple trucks now getting back on the racing surface, either being one or more laps down. Hayden Walker, Sander McKinney, Andres Vadas, all coming out in a group with Nathan Scott. Coming out together. 13 to go, and Austin's got to make up a full second. Or should we say him or River Page must make up a whole second if they want to win this. And I think Page is going to repay the favor. Gets right into the Gavin Austin too, and there he goes. To go. There is sideways. Delgado looking just underneath him. Laps to go on the night. For Kyler Wynn, River Page, Everett Counts, and Gavin Austin. The final enter night before Speed Week starts. Once again, the clash will be this Friday. We'll be heading to USA International as a part of the Enter Night in America clash. Expecting 62 drivers on property. We'll probably lower it down to about 32 to start the race. It is going to be one heck of a night the following day, Houston Marina Speedway for the Battle of the Beach. Always fun to have great things going on for Kyler Wynn. Look at this. A win is near for himself. 10 to go. Austin in 2. Delgado in 13. So trouble. Delgado into the outside wall. Brings the caution out with a handful of laps remaining. It almost was. Now what do you do? Pit road's going to be open. Let's check back on our replay. Either Christian Delgado turned right, which it looked like he did, or something broke exactly. Really a one caution race. Unfolds. Delgado will bring it to pit road. Kyler Wynn, Derek Shaver, LePage, Gavin Austin, Jack Clemens, Jeff Prochaski, and Kyler Wynn will claim victor as the driver off pit road. Gavin Austin, what did you see happen?
I don't know, but someone said he got like a weird neck thing. Like I like hooked his car right. So I saw him like I've never seen a car hook right like that fast. So like I was like, what just happened? It doesn't look intentional because there's no way that is possible. No, not with a truck hooking that far to the right. So I don't know if iRacing had a weird like net code glitch or what, but I've never seen a truck do that and like. Yeah, so I don't know. It's weird. I don't know if it's a netcode issue or what, but I doubt Christian did anything or did that on purpose. So. Yeah.
Well, the good news is opportunity for a restart is still prominent. You do have 1 win tonight, could be getting 2. Anything to work with here? Is just going to be chips in the middle? How are you going to play this out?
I have damage from that, and I'm a little bit worried it's rear end damage. I'm worried if the truck is going to be a little bit snappy, so I'm honestly a little bit worried about that to see how it's going to handle. But if it's fine, I think I'll just, do the best I can and hopefully go for it. I got my teammate up here in second, so I'll try to get it done for RGR.
All right, be a 6-lap shootout. Good luck.
Thank you, John.
Not too many trucks left in this field as the nightcap ready to come to a close. Win counts Austin, Clemens, Perchatsky, Benton, Turner, Middleton, Shaver, Page, Byron, Contreras, and Delgado. End up being that top 13, True 14, Balderas 15 drivers involved in incidents. Jeff Perchatsky, an opportunity to win his first race in NR Night in America. Last 2 races have been wild. This will continue into the final laps of the night. Thundering ahead, Everett Counts. And second, Austin watching on from third. Jack Clemens in fourth, Perchatsky in fifth. Loose up the track. Doesn't get in the wall, but will lose multiple spots. Goes to 2 of Gavin Austin. 5 to go. Tenths for Everett Counts. 3 tenths for a victory for either him or Kyler Wynn. 4 to go. Angela Middleton back there in 10th. Gavin Austin dropped all the way back to 9th. Oh, Derek Shaver not giving much room to that of Jeff Perchatsky. 3 to go. And Wynn is scooting away, 6 tenths the difference. Only 185 miles per hour to turn 1. Perchatsky full on the throttle. Will be 2 laps to go this time by. Clemens in third, Perchatsky in fourth, Everett Counts in second. And for Kyler Wynn, almost won at Talladega, almost won at Bristol Dirt. Nothing to prove at Homestead, but everything to show at Atlanta. Through 3 and 4. To see the 1 to go, Salamanca. 1 to go for Kyler Wynn in 82. Riker Byram involved in an incident. Drops out of the race. Everett Counts will head into the racing portion of Speed Weeks. Oh, he goes around. Keeps it off the wall, will lose the 2nd spot. Chad Clemens P2, Jeff Perchatsky P3, as Kyler Wynn will race off turn 4, a victor in NR Night in America with 2025. Wynn gets it in Atlanta. Oh, just one of those nights that the unpredictability just seemed to never stop, never quit. As it was on full display. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. As you all file out, we say thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you this Friday for the Clash. NR Night in America Clash. We're so excited for it. It's going to be so much fun. We can't wait for it to all go down. We can't wait to have you all there. Get ready to watch 62 drivers on a grassroots short track with the NASCAR Next Gens. Win victorious Center Night in America, feeling victories all year long as he burns it down. Have a great rest of your Tuesday night to now very soon Wednesday morning if you're out there on the East Coast. We can't wait to see you all once again this Friday for more NR Night in America. Welcome to Speed Weeks. Welcome to e-ticket season. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.